And we are back. Welcome back to the second day of this UBC Sunset Series Valorant LAN, the grand finals here with
Yep.
Langara versus Winners Q. An exciting matchup here, I guess, this evening. I'm your host, Asian Baguette. I'm joined with Balin here.
Hello, everyone.
And we're very excited to cast some more great Valorant gameplay.
Yeah, we were spectating Winners Q just earlier, and they put up a really formidable performance. They won 2-0 versus UBC Blue. And yeah, they look really confident while doing so, picking up both their map and the enemy's map pick without much pushback from the enemy team. And now they're going up versus Langara, who also have been showing some really great gameplay. Aoshmani and Chili Fan were putting down the numbers yesterday. So we will see how these two teams go head to head in this matchup.
Yeah, and the gameplay difference is really stark. I think Winners Q very aggressive. Have like I said a little earlier on the second stream, paper wreck style type gameplay. They really like to run it down and get all up in your face, take the map advantage. While we were looking at Langara a little earlier, very disciplined, very slow style gameplay. So it's looking like it might be the shield versus the sword here. We'll see how that goes. Before we hop right into it, gotta give a shout out to our gracious sponsors. We have a few on site today. We have Nando's and Red Bull. Red Bull providing us with the Energizer for the stream, as well as Nando's providing us with some samples of their delicious hot sauce. So thank you to them.
Also, A&W, it's got the unmistakable Canadian great taste.
We do love the A&W.
We do love A&W here. So head on down to our A&W on campus. It's on University Boulevard at 5778. And go try it out for yourself. And Subway, if you're trying to eat fresh during the Sunset Series, you don't have to wait. You can head on down to the Subway on UBC campus, located on 2178 Weston Parkway. It's just off of University Boulevard as well, I think. And finally, if you're looking for some craft beer or some really tasty coffee, you can go stop on by at Lo Fei, where you can get some delicious food, coffee, and some craft beer.
Yeah, we're gonna grab a brew a little later after the broadcast. So, you know, hopefully you guys, maybe some of you at home, can join us here. But let's look at the match here. Not sure what the map picks are. Not sure what the map bans are. I do know that Langara have a really strong opper. I think it's Aoshmani, if I believe.
Aoshmani and Kane were kind of swapping between the Jet and the Chamber that game, and they picked a Breeze as their map pick last time, so we'll be seeing if they'll be going for the same choice again. We saw that Winners Q, they're comfortable on Bind.
Yeah, the very like
Haven.
close range, very rush heavy maps. So we'll see if you know, some of the oppers from Langara can really shut it down. We didn't see much opping coming out from the side of Winners Q. Mostly the tour de force for their chamber player who is Lucas. But yeah, not much in terms of opping on their side. So that might be a difference maker here in this matchup here. Yeah, we'll see what they can do in terms of map control against a more slow and a more disciplined team like Langara.
Yeah, and one thing we also saw Winners Q do is they pulled out the Raze on both maps, and if Langara opts in to go for that Breeze, the Raze is much less viable there. You know, there's not that many little angles that you can hide around, so the Raze kind of loses its value, and you typically want to look for like a more long-range type of duelist, or even foregoing the duelist and going as Chamber as the sole duelist who can take those long-range fights and play to his advantage. So yeah, I think it'll be a very interesting matchup for this grand final.
Yeah, and I was looking around in the player room just like a few minutes ago, and I saw the Viper player from Langara practicing lineups on Icebox. So we'll see if that is a difference maker as well.
Some Nats rat plays with the Viper.
Yeah, we also know that the Winners Q players have also been practicing some lineups on Icebox as well. So, you know, if that map shows up, that could be quite interesting.
I look down on lineup players with great disdain, so
we'll see how that goes. Looks like the players are loading in to the lobby here. We shouldn't be too long before we start.
Yep. Chili Fan also yesterday was playing on the stage on Icebox, and he was really throwing down the numbers. We saw them get really creative with their plant plays. They weren't hesitant to pull out different strats. They were playing through mid, getting the creative plants up onto heaven, zipping around the map. And yeah, Langara are not afraid to get creative and pull rotates. And as we saw, the map 1 is actually Breeze, map 2 is Haven, and map 3 is the first time I think we're seeing in this event, the Fracture is actually coming out. It's Fracture is one of my favorite maps. You know, you can get really creative as there's so many ult orbs on the map. So you can see a lot of ult orbs and a lot of ults activated.
Yeah. So, like you were saying earlier, the Breeze pick coming out probably from Langara here, um, it it will force Winner's Q into maybe a different look in a duelist. We do see some innovative stuff in North American Valorant, at least with the neon coming through. So we'll see if they're confident enough to run that. But it's going to be a very different playstyle for Winner's Q, or assuming that they don't hit the neon. Just Breeze is such a large map, harder to rush down those sites, and also a lot better for the defenders to really retake of like against like the bind, which is pretty much a stranglehold if you get the players in the right position, as well as Haven, also pretty much a stranglehold. So Breeze, a lot more space to create plays, a lot more space for an opper as well. So we'll see if Winners Q can have like an opping presence that can really match Aushmani or even whoever their other duelist Kane. So we'll see. A lot of space and a lot of creativity can be put on the Breeze map.
Well, if anybody is gonna get aggressive on Breeze, it's probably gonna be Winner's Q.
Yeah.
I doubt they'd be afraid to step up once again and go drive full force into the defenses of Langara.
Yeah, and we'll see how Langara can really thwart the offense of Winner's Q on the second map, Haven. As we saw a little earlier in the second stream against UBC Blue, Winner's Q just slammed them pretty much, ran it down, and yeah, we're just gonna load into the map real quick. Winner's Q will be starting on attack as Langara will have the defense, and we're gonna hop right into the agent select.
And there we go. Getting started. We can see African Jets right off the bat hovering onto the
Oh,
Yoru and locking
locks
it in.
it.
Mixing it up. Maybe this is the change that not the change, sorry, but a little bit of a
Mix up here,
yeah,
right?
a wild card
Yeah.
that Winner's Q can throw at the defense of Langara, as they're starting off on defense, and Winner's Q, the Yoru, can be so disruptive with his teleports, with his fakes and his clones, pushing through that Viper wall, popping those flashes.
Yeah, and like you were saying, Viper now for Law. We saw Law on the Brimstone, I think twice a little earlier on. Very comfortable on that character. Very very clutch as well. A solid piece to their defense and even offense. We'll see how they look on Viper. Viper has definitely a different kind of playstyle. You don't have much in terms of rotation, in terms of map control, but site control, and for the hard hits that Winners Q love to do, the Viper is great for that.
Now we're waiting for Langara to make their final picks. The Viper coming in for Lululemon. Think it's a comfort pick for him. We have seen him pull it out a few times already. Chili fan.
Locking in the
Sova here, and a bit of a mirror matchup, excluding the two duelists, Jet versus the Yoru. We'll see how that difference will play out.
I think I do like the Yoru a little bit better in terms of just utility.
It's
the
refreshing.
Yoru, yeah, very refreshing, and also Yoru with all like the new changes and things like that, the buffs he's received pretty recently, actually, more like an initiator almost. So that will definitely allow them to get a couple harder hits, but we will see how that goes.
Yep, he does. Yoru does tend to dance along the line between duelist and initiator.
Yeah,
where he
for
can
sure.
play however he wants and be flexible. And like we said, he has the ability to teleport, unlike the Jet. And Breeze is such a big map that when you send your teleports out, it's kind of hard for you to spot the TPs, and even harder for you to hear them. And so if he's able to find those little sneaky little windows with the TP and pull rotates after finding those picks, Langara's going to have a really hard time. But now, getting straight into it, Chili fan on mid, peeking through mid doors. Gliswold is about to send his recon dart through.
Very quick
Falls.
mid control here. Oh,
Vax just a little bit baited by his own teammate there. Gliswold fell down in heaven. And there we go. Action's getting started. Gliswold with the kill. African Jet following it up. And that's a big numbers advantage for Winner's Q already. But they're all low. Meanwhile, Langara, 2 super healthy players. Lululemon.
They still have that controller up. So, you know, not too terrible for them. Probably about the same amount of HP on both sides, just a numbers advantage for Winner's Q. Looks like they will pivot towards that B site, and this chamber will have a lot to do. Aushmani should meet one soon in Vax in that lower mid position.
But they're crossing through, and Aushmani, his vision has been distracted. His eyes are all the way up onto the site, and yes, Vax does find him. He does get the timing, and now it's all up to Lululemon. And it's going to be a hard retake for him. He does not have any utility to work with. He does hear Vax running through the mid cave, but he will not find him, as he might just get timing here. Once again, Vax, he catches him, but Vax turns around and gets the headshot and secures the first round for Winner's Q. What a great start for them.
Winner's Q not letting this big of a map really deter them from running it straight down middle. Getting a lot of that mid control, getting a lot of that just like rotation control. Middle on breeze is very, very important when it comes to defenders rotating. So them getting early control of that is really helpful. And yeah, as demonstrated right there, Vax able to pick up 2 even on low HP.
Yeah, Winner's Q recognizing the strength of mid on breeze, and now they're taking it towards A. They have the force by the Yoru clone is making its way down through the pyramids. Law was caught by the recon drone, but he's made it onto site safely, throwing down the poison orb. Meanwhile, African Jet gets a tag onto Lululemon. He's just comfortable sitting here. He re-peeks, but Lululemon falls, and Lucas finds another kill onto Aushmani.
Well, nice swing out here. Picks up one onto Chili Fan as well, onto the backside. Now, Kane with it left, all to do 1 versus 5. Members are low on the side of Winner's Q, so
great first shot.
Might be able to get
Kane.
something.
He finds a follow-up kill onto Gliswold right there.
And now he just wants to do damage here. He doesn't want them to really save as much and get as much of a bonus here. Lucas, next to challenge Kane, hitting every single shot so far, but just not enough time to really clutch out the round, and maybe trying to bait someone else in, but getting to death here and getting the maximum amount of money for the loss bonus is their goal.
Kane, regardless of the fact that they lost the round, he is still able to find 3 kills onto Winner's Q, and moving him closer and closer to that ultimate. 4 out of 7 points there. But now, Langara, they forced that round.
A lot of marshals again.
Now they
still
have 4 marshals. Aushmani, though, sticking with his headhunter. And Winner's Q are in such a favorable position there. Langara put so much money into that round, and it did not go their way. I think they were expecting so much more there. And now they're going to have to probably concede another round here unless they're able to pull out something special. African Jet
dimensional
popping
drift.
his ultimate, and he does spot Lululemon at the back, throwing his slow down
great
and
entry.
getting a kill with the SMG, throwing the flash and jumping over the wall, fighting
Stinger
another pick
gameplay
onto Kane, and Law with another pick, and Langara down to Chili Fan and Aushmani. They don't have a lot to work with here. A tag onto Gliswold, and Chili Fan is able to find a follow-up shot.
Okay.
Second kill onto African Jet.
Making it a little expensive. Drops the Marshall. And
trying to juggle the guns there, but unable to find the gun that he was hoping to pick up there, and falls in the end.
Yeah, the Stinger gameplay from African Jet, really just running it down. Still yet to play Jet in this whole tournament, I think. But, you know, doing their job, getting those entries, using the dimensional drift, making that space for Winner's Q to just, you know, roll on in.
Yeah, it was a really great entry from African Jet there. Finding a lot of value on the Yoru so far. But now, it's the gun round coming in from both teams. We can see Aushmani on the op. He has yet to find a kill on this map. We'll see if he's able to do that. He's posted up in halls. And we can see that Law is actually maybe lining up to take control of halls. I'm not sure if he's just there to put his wall down, the Viper screen, but
Seems like we are in little bit of a pause time here. Not sure exactly what's going on, but hopefully we'll get a word pretty quick.
meanwhile, it looks like Lucas is opting in. He's going to be lurking through mid. He's got his rendezvous down towards A side here. It's quite a popular play to have your chamber anchor the mid
Yeah.
while the rest of the team puts pressure through main and through halls.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just got word it's a tech pause. Not sure exactly what's going on, but hopefully that issue will be resolved. But yeah, the op coming out. We were talking earlier about how Ashmani was pretty dominant opper, so we'll see if they can really do it and help them win the round this time around. Right back into it. A little bit of a mid control here coming out from the Sova Jerome on the defensive side. Langara now is gonna feel the pressure a little bit as this A hit comes in. African Jet TP's back sight is able to pick up Kaho, gets Kane as well on yellow, finds the third onto Chili Fan as well. African Jet now wants the clip, does have the dimensional drift once again.
One enemy remaining.
Lucas.
African Jet finding so much in this round already, and Aushmani, he's just probably gonna opt into saving the op here.
Yeah, and we were saying earlier how that raise is just not super viable on this map, and it looks like they can pivot something off of the raise. Quite similar playstyle as well. You send the TP in, you take it, and you're in the back line already, ready to take fights, find openings, and that's a beautiful display coming out from African Jet there.
And maybe it was a bit of a fumble from the side of Langara. African Jet, he was there to be traded, but
Yeah, no trades.
the trade did not come through, and he found so much value. He was able to push up all the way to orange, find 3 kills. And that secured them the 4th round here, and now
That's
Langara
first gun round too.
back on the save. They're feeling quite bad about this.
African
will be
Jet 9
hoping-
and 2 too. That's
Yeah,
doing the most right now.
like you said, Dimensional Drift back online. Lucas 1 away from the Tour de Force. He will probably have that for next round.
The saving grace is the op being saved from last round. We'll see if they gamble correctly. It looks like they do. Lululemon will face the first players as the Dimensional Drift brings African Jet back sight, able to pick up one. Tagged, though, by Lululemon, so not a ton of HP left. Vax able to find one through the smoke onto Chili Fan, and African Jet in a little bit of a wrap position. Kaho finds Lucas very quickly, turning it into a 2v3 now as Aushmani is able to find a shot.
Oh, but does he know that African Jet is posted up so close to the wall? Kaho, he's gonna have to clear it for him. And no, Gliswold gets the pick onto Aushmani, and African Jet is there for the swing onto Kaho. Even though he finds the headshot onto Gliswold, it does not matter.
What a shot.
Yeah, it was a really good flick.
Unfortunately, not much coming out, from that play, but nice little display of individual skill coming through for, who's that, Chili Fan?
I think it was
Yeah.
Chili Fan. But now,
Look at the money, though.
the individual plays is not going to be enough for Langara if they want to start winning these rounds. They're going to have to playing as a team and getting those trades, which they have been really dropping the ball on. Law throwing the wall into A, but it's a bit of a default coming out from the side of Winner's Q. You can see African Jet is lurking through elbow right now, while the KO making its way through mid, and African Jet is actually quite in a strong position right now. There's nobody in Nest, and he's clearing it slowly while the rest of his team pushes up through main, making that noise. He's going to be trying to get any picks on their rotates. It does not look like Winner's Q are committing fully. Toxic screen is up.
That's both shock used to clear the corner, so that's one less piece of utility as Aushmani finds one onto Vax, finds the second onto Law. Kane finds one onto the lurking Yoru as well. Lucas does find Aushmani on the lurk.
And Gliswold at the back of Pyramid, getting the spike down. He's trying to link up with his teammate here.
Nice
kinda
little
stuck
jump peek
behind.
there.
Blizzball peeks, he falls
Ooh,
to
Chili
Chili Fan,
Fan.
and now it's up to Lucas. The toxic screen is down,
Oh,
and
the
he gets
timing.
timinged by Chili Fan while trying to pull out his Vandal and gets headshot. Really unfortunate there for Ayoshmani. Or sorry, not Ayoshmani. But a good round for Langara, and that's the round that they needed. They're on the board now.
And now if I'm Langara here, I want to win the next round, and I want to win it as clean as possible. The money is in danger of being reset. We do see Ayoshmani having the Tour de Force, very strong ultimate, and they do have a lot of ultimates on the board, with Lululemon being one away as well, but Lululemon on 0-5. You know, we really need to see a little bit more impact coming from the Viper player.
Yeah, Lululemon has been struggling a little bit on B. He's not been able to react to the fast pace coming out from Winter's Queue. But now Ayoshmani with the Tour de Force, he's looking down halls, and Vax, however,
Great shot.
Ayoshmani finds the pick onto African Jet, and that's
Instantly
numbers
rotates
advantage
too.
for Langara. And the rotates are coming out just like you said, and Kane is here, waiting. Counter ult coming out. Oh, but he does not find the first shot, and now he's starting to get nervous. He's worried about the person on switch, and he gets picked up by Glizzwald. Both of the KOs are down on the ground, waiting to be picked up, but it's Winter's Queue in the advantageous position onto site. Glizzwald made his way down through the middle of pyramids, and Ayoshmani finds a pick onto Lucas. Hunter's Fury coming out for Chili Fan. Kaho finds the backstab onto Glizzwald with the Blade Storm, and Law
In the Viper ulti, though. Ooh.
does get sprayed down by Lululemon, and
Hey, and like I said, as clean as possible.
Yeah.
This is pretty close.
this is as clean as they can possibly hope for. 4 rifles saved.
They did burn the Hunter's Fury, though, and also the KO ultimate, as well as the Jet Knives, and also the Tour de Force. But hey, they got Lululemon's ultimate, so that could also be a game changer as well.
A lot invested into that round, but I'm sure they're happy with getting the 2 on the board there.
Yeah, and just like that, the bank accounts of Winner's Queue is drained pretty much. They will have to, you know, maybe scrap together a little bit more money if they do lose this next round. And if I'm Langara, I need to snowball this into more rounds, because I probably trust their defense more than their offense from what I've seen so far.
Lululemon pops the Viper's Pit and slows down Winner's Queue in their tracks. We can see Glizzwald popping the Hunter's Fury, forcing Lululemon back.
Oh my goodness.
Does actually get the tag, but Lululemon survived for so long, and it
Kaho!
buys Kaho enough time. The decay was so strong, and Lululemon, I think they expected him to fall much faster, and the fact that he survived for so long, the Viper's Pit found so much value there, and Langara were able to hold off the fast push, and I think they're finally starting to find some answers against the aggression of Winter's Queue.
Perfectly placed Viper ultimate right there. And like you said, living for so long gives it so much value. And again, another fairly clean round, only dropping Lululemon. And that just starts to help them build up their economy.
And that's 2 kills for Lululemon. We said he needed to get on the board, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, Winner's Queue able to scrap together a little bit of money to get the full buy once again. But
But look at
Kaho now,
Kaho.
wow, big!
Spray transfer misses, and Vax is able to get the trade, but he's still good for 1. Kaho, and now it's up to Lululemon. He's trying to spray through the wall. He gets tagged by the recon bolt. He gives up the mid position a little bit. No, he's looking. Meanwhile, Law lurking his way down halls. I think he suspects the chamber trip is still up. Yes, it is. And he's holding the spike. And it's looking like the spike is probably going to go towards A. Chili Fan is kind of suspicious of halls. He's expecting somebody to be there. Maybe trying to count them. Trying to read the map as best as he can. Lululemon in cave. He's a sole B player, and now that the Viper's Orb is down, he's starting to get cautious of the B main push.
Yeah, the players of Langara are getting really jittery after Winner's Queue cut sound. So we'll see what the Winner's Queue can do here. Looks like they want to aggress towards this nest position and quite potentially wrap behind Ayoshmani here on the chamber.
I'm really liking this play from Vax. Oh, the trip has been shot.
And they
Now
know
it's Vax
one
and Law.
CT, Chili Fan wins the fight.
Gliswold is able to get the trade, and now both have been spotted so that they know exactly where both players are. Langara and Winterskew are short on time.
Lululemon.
Lululemon finds the pick onto Vax, and now Gliswold, he finds the crucial pick onto Aushmani. It's going to let him get the spike down, and now it's a 1v1.
This is the
Gliswold
round right
versus
here.
Lululemon. Such an important round for both of these teams. Such an important 1v1. Gliswold, he's got his crosshair in the right place. He's waiting for Lululemon to drop. But no, he turns his head. He's thinking maybe he's rotating through mid.
Oh.
Gliswold, he did not hear that drop onto stairs. Lululemon now is able to clear some angles. He knows he's not at the front of pillar. He knows that he's probably either backside or to main. Lululemon, the clock is ticking. He's sneaking up. He makes noise. Now Gliswold knows exactly where he is. The toxic screen is coming out. And Gliswold finds the great timing onto Lululemon. Secures the 3K and the clutch for Winterskew.
And that's definitely a blunder on the side of Langara's part. Aushmani, when the time is that low, you have to just run and play the even numbers. Taking two 1v2s potentially there is just not great. Even though Lululemon was able to find one on the rotation, you still have a numbers advantage. Let them plant and play for the retake, play for the trade, play together, and that's a round win for sure. But
Bit of a misplay from
yeah,
Aushmani.
two 1v1s is just not the play there.
Maybe getting a bit overconfident after fighting that first flag, but now it's a dimensional drift coming out from African Jet. He's clearing sight. The rendezvous forced out from Aushmani. Now the site is all but taken for Winterskew. But look at Kane. He finds the perfect timing onto African Jet, and that's numbers advantage for for Langara. And Winterskew, just like that, now they're forced to rotate off.
The crowd really loving that shot from Kane. Absolutely just Ferrari peeking and getting a great shot there. Gives them the opening that they need. Kaho now playing in a very suspicious location there. Spots the barrel, gets one, but Lucas able to get the trade, and Gliswold able to find one onto Aushmani as well into that nest position. Chili Fan is watching this, but gets spotted. Chili Fan, though, Sova gapped the Gliswold there as Lucas now pushing up this nest position. Here's one. The drone will spot them out, but will they be able to get off in time? No. Chili Fan gets taken down. Lucas with another opening.
And now B is completely open. Lucas made his way up to half wall and Law is planting the bomb. I'm not sure if Lululemon's going to expect this player on the half wall.
And Kane is a little bit far now. Still in that tunnel position. They will start to move forward now. Lucas, will they go unchecked? Will they go unchecked? Yes, they will. Lucas able to find the third and the fourth onto the swing out on Kane. Lucas making that look easy. Able to clutch it up and get Winterskew to 7.
Lucas had such a big positional advantage there, and he played it perfectly. He was patient enough to not make noise and let Lululemon walk into his crosshair.
Chili Fan just trying to do their best there, but unable to pick off the rotating players. And now money is not looking fantastic on both sides. They will both have a full buy, but this might be the last for one of them.
And if Winterskew end up getting this round, it's probably going to be looking like a 9-3 in favor of Winterskew.
African Jet.
Important round for Langara to win here. African Jet teleports into mid. Meanwhile,
Kaho
Kaho
on the
caught
rope.
the zip,
No.
and he falls. The inaccuracy from the zip line made him miss his initial shot.
And
the double peek
Vax.
was too strong. Meanwhile, Chili Fan in nest gets double swung by Gliswold and headshot instantly.
I think
And now it's up to Aushmani.
if I'm Aushmani, I save here, but I'm not sure what they are gonna decide to do here. Oh,
It's either
Yep.
he saves or he 1v5s. No other options here.
There's
Aushmani, one kill closer to making that happen. Now he's going to have to challenge Vax and CT. He takes a bit of damage, but he's still good for 2. The spike finally goes down, but Aushmani has enough time to make this work. And now he's making a lot of noise. Winterskew knows exactly where he are. Is he going to check arches? Yes, he is. Lucas is waiting for him.
oh, behind.
What is
Oh
happening?
no!
Aushmani runs into the barrel of Law and just gets headshot midair.
Caught with his pants down is Aushmani, and that'll be 8 rounds for Winterskew. And again, them being strong on attack is, it's a recurring theme in this tournament.
Definitely playing to their strengths at the moment. It was a nice attempt from Aoshmani. He got 2 kills, but I think he got a bit nervous at the end there and couldn't decide whether he wanted to commit or to save the gun, and Law was there to punish him for it.
Yeah. Langara now having enough money to even get an op here as Kane finds the first pick onto Law.
That's
Playing nice and aggressive here. As we see Langara, they love to push out on the defense. We'll find the Yoru clone here. Flashes in response. Kaho finds one with the op.
Kane, after getting those 2 picks, Langara are happy to fall back and give up a little bit of space. They got the numbers advantage, but African Jet
my goodness.
swings it right back and gets a kill onto Chili Fan.
Cute little one tap there. Very quick as well.
Kaho in a bit of an off angle, but I don't think it matters. It's African Jet. He's ready to book it. And Winner's Q are rotating. They feel like they've drawn enough pressure from B site, and you can see all 3 players, 2 of the players running towards B, and now finally the 3rd one is rotating. Vax.
And Lululemon's on an island here.
Yeah, it's going to be all up to Lululemon. He needs to be good for 1 at least to buy enough time. I think he still has the snake bites available right here. And with 25 seconds on the clock, that means that Winner's Q are going to have to commit onto B. KO ult coming through. Vax throws the flashbang. And Lululemon is feeling the pressure. He ends up falling to Vax, and 10 seconds on the clock, but that's the spike going down. Lucas with another kill, and it's starting to slip away from Langara.
2 versus 3 now on the retake, and they have the Bermuda Triangle hold here. All angles covered, and Kane will have to find something. Does find one, now pops the KO ultimate. Kaho finds one onto African Jet now. How the tides have turned here as Kane able to find one onto their counterpart, and just like that.
Oh, it's a bit of a misplay from Winner's Q. Lucas was not holding the angle properly, and Kane was able to swing out and find the initial pick, and that triangle that you were talking about, it fell apart so easily. And a great round for Langara. They really needed that 4th round there, or else the 9-3 could have been a problem.
We'll see how they do in this pistol here as well.
On the attacking half, they really want to get this pistol round to try and start mounting this comeback.
African Jet on 12 kills here. Currently leading all fraggers in the lobby. Lucas very close behind him. And, this kill distribution is pretty close for both teams. Winner's Q's kills are a little bit more valuable. A little bit more clutch as Gliswold finds one onto Aoshmani.
First blood taken. Aoshmani is removed from the map, and now Lucas with the Headhunter aiming down main, and African Jet is also here, but he whiffs the shots. Kaho finds the pick onto him. Lucas swings out, but he gets traded out by Kane, and now Langara, they have sight. And Kane still has 1 flash drive in his hands to use.
And this is going to be a mirror retake here, as both teams have the same characters up. Not a ton of utility for this retake, though. Vax only has the knife. We'll be up into about 2 seconds here. We'll be able to cancel the wall, but throws it to the wrong area. Knows that there's no one middle. Chili Fan with a great flank finds one. Vax with the trade, but Kane trades back onto Law. 2 versus 1 now. Make that a 2 versus 0 as Lululemon able to pick up the final kill and net Langara that pistol round here. And like we said earlier, that's super important.
They really wanted that pistol round, and they played it really well.
Yeah, if they're able to find this anti-eco here, they should be right back into the game. Looking at the guns now, it looks like, all the respect given towards the side of Winner's Q. Full guns. We have a Guardian. We have a Vandal even. So we'll see if they can do anything with that. African Jet, though, the only person to buy up, does have a Bucky. Could swing the round if he picks his prey correctly.
We've seen Winner's Q win the Thrifties before, but Kaho does not give Law any chance. He's flies into the back of site, finds the second frag onto African Jet, and now he's posted up near half wall. He peeks Gliswold, but does not find any kill. Meanwhile, Lucas and Chili Fan do get traded. Chili Fan finds his second pick onto Gliswold, and now it's all down to Vax, and he has been spotted, and he does not stand a chance as Aoshmani finds his head.
Beautiful, beautiful play there. A lot of members stay up there on Langara. Not a lot of utility use either. It's mainly like the Jet making those openings. So Langara are actually quite happy with that. They can keep, 4 out of the 5 guns they purchased, buy up maybe like a sheriff like you see there, and be really happy with this bonus round as well. As we do see the side of Winners Q, they have quite similar weaponry. Their buy management was a little off in that safe round. They used maybe a little bit too much utility, and now they're kind of forced to not have a full buy here, as African Jet will be will be suppressed there. Kaho flies in, but Lucas able to find the head here. Lucas able to find a second as well, potentially a third, but runs out of bullets. Lululemon able to get the trade. African Jet trades back onto Lululemon as Aoshmani gets Gliswold. African Jet gets another onto Aoshmani and make that 3 onto Chili Fan with the classic to end it out. And Winners Q, they don't want to give up any of that pressure, and that gun round proves it.
Oh, Chili Fan was really feeling the pressure there at the end. He had the Guardian in his hand, and I think both of the players were within 1 bullet, but he is getting swung from left, getting swung from the right side, and unable to find any damage.
And African Jet with the hero plays along with Lucas there to really close out that gun round, because it could have looked messy for them. As we'll see now, Langara, 2 members on the side of B, 2-1-2 default here. Beautiful KO knife.
Chili Fan does actually find the barrel. And now they know that there's one person backside. Gliswold dodges the shock dart, and Chili Fan. I think they're trying to sell the fact that it's A, but Winners Q, they're still holding the same default. They've got 2
No one
players
has
towards
moved.
B. Lululemon was the sole B player for the side of Langara, but now Winners Q opting into doubling up on B, but Langara with a double fake maybe.
Ooh.
Walking back towards A. Kane has his knife back up and has a single flash. The Viper Wall has been committed by Lululemon onto A site, and there we go. The toxic screen is going up. Kane is walking in, playing contact. Oh, it's starting to get tense.
Yep.
And now Winners Q know that they have entered onto site here. Vax waiting to use his flashes, but he does not get the opportunity. He gets silenced. And Vax gets
Kane.
Kane finds a headshot.
Beautiful.
And Kane finds a second headshot onto Lucas. Getting so much value here. He gets picked up in the end by African Jet, and African Jet finds 2 as well. Gliswold knows that there's 2 people stuck on site. Will Winners Q be able to flush them out, though? Cause dimensional drift coming up from African Jet, and he's in so deep. He pops out, but no, his team is not there to trade for him.
Oh.
African Jet oversteps and takes some damage from the
Time's
Molly.
dwindling.
And the second Molly has gone down, and do they even have enough time to retake this? No, I don't think they do. Aoshmani finds 2 kills, and it's all up to Gliswold, and he finds 1 headshot, but Kaho is there for the trade, and Gliswold falls, and Langara gets their 7th round.
Yeah. Beautiful site take there. Winners Q not looking like how they usually play. No one moved an inch. No one got any information. Even though the time dwindled, it was a little bit too late on the rotation, as the chamber came in, Lucas, but just unable to provide the support that they need. They got the bomb down. They got the post plants with Lululemon, and it was just great gameplay coming out from Langara there to really secure that attacking round.
And I really want to start seeing these teams start playing through mid. You can see Kaho popping the jet knives, making his way down mid exactly like that. Law gets caught with the stinger in his hand, and
Oh,
Lucas finds the follow-up headshot, but the numbers are falling. The players of Winter's Q are dying. It's Langara coming out on top in these duels, and Kaho misses his knives, but I don't think
no.
it matters. He's just running straight at Glizzwold with the shorty spinning
oh my
around,
goodness.
showing a bit of disrespect towards Glizzwold.
And that's 8 rounds now for Langara.
The gap is closing.
Gap is indeed closing. Now they're within striking distance as, you know, Winner's Q able to buy up here, but, you know, possibly with the last pennies that they have. Langara not looking too much better, but at least they have a little bit of bankroll on some of their players here.
And look at the side of Winter's Q. They've got the Op and African Jet's hands and the Tour de Force in Kane's. Sorry. In Lucas's. And Ashmani
Ooh.
doubled up with Kaho, making their way up mid. Kaho does find first blood. Meanwhile, African Jet that gets the trade onto Kane.
And African Jet quite possibly found the worst player to find there in the ulted KO. They can just instantly get rezzed as Vax does find one through mid doors. Will pay a lot though in terms of damage. 148, 2 HP remaining as the Viper's Pit does go down. Through all that commotion though, the bomb has yet to go down. Does now, and Law will want to play on the fringes of this Viper's Pit. Vax finds Lululemon, and it's beautiful. Law with a massive spray down here starts to stick the bomb, and Lucas with perfect cover fire. Lululemon going down there was quite possibly the worst player to go down for the side of Langara, and Law just able to get the perfect spray down on the two unsuspecting players on the side of Langara, able to really clutch up for Winner's Q. It could have been really bad for the side of Winner's Q if Langara got that round win, and it was looking like they were going to secure it, but, you know, perfect play, great teamwork coming out from Winner's Q, able to bring their lead back up to 2.
Langara, they had the numbers advantage, but maybe they got a bit too comfortable inside of the Viper's Pit, and once Lululemon went down, Law was in the perfect position to take advantage.
Kaho now. This signature mid take is very aggressive coming out from Langara. I love to see the different look that they can show here as African Jet is pushed all the way up. Kane is slightly aware though, but unable to find the flick quick enough as African Jet being a total menace on this Yoru, able to find great opening kills.
And he
Kaho
gets the kill and gets out, and that's the initiator gone for the side of Langara. And now it's probably going to be all up to Kaho to find any sort of value on the entry here. And lurking up mid, but look at Lucas. He's holding that angle with the
Ooh!
up, and
Lucas,
what
great
a
shot.
great off angle. Finds Kaho, and now he turns his head towards main. And now, what do Langara do if they're down 2 men and down possibly their
Might be
two
a
most
save here.
important pieces on the side on the attacking side, their initiator and their duelist? What do? African Jet finds another kill, and now it's down to 2 here. Awashmani.
Great turn from the flash drive there, but Vax finds the shot even quicker. Has Chili Fan 1 versus 5.
But he
Unable to
falls.
find anything.
And Winner's Q. Now, getting that important round here, 8-11. Langara definitely starting to feel the burn here, because this next round might put Winter's Q onto match point, and Langara does not have any money to play with. They have the single Hunter's Fury. That's the only ultimate that they have available, and you can see Chili Fan trying to decide if he wants to get the Marshal. He does opt into the Marshal with light armor, but it looks like they're going to be running into the op of Lucas, and
Again with this mid take. And the Hunter's Fury burns so quickly as African Jet is able to find Kaho in that mid position. Finds another in Awashmani as well. Able to TP back to support his teammates on this A site as Kane will run through. Kane flashes through. Great right click. Unable to find the shots. Finally does. Takes out Glizzwold. Lucas, though, able to trade back, and Lululemon does fall as well. Chili Fan now left in a 1 versus 4. Does have the Marshal, but African Jet another 3K to secure their match point right there.
Oh, and I think the worst part about that round is Chili Fan did actually end up committing his Hunter's Fury, and he did not find any value from it. So now going in to match point for winner's queue, Langara have no ultimates on their side. Meanwhile, African Jeff with the Dimensional Drift, Law with the Viper's Spit, and KO with the ultimate of his own. I think they're going to be taking it towards A here. Their signature mid-take so far has been working for them this attacking half.
Yeah, and they're really going to need it to work now. But Lucas, great switch up onto position. Will find one with the op. And that's Kaho too, their main entry. So Langara's going to have to work some magic here to get this round win. Lucas, great rotation as Law takes out Kane, and Lucas able to find one. And this might be the beginning of the end here as Lucas looking for a little more. Lululemon and the Sova now left with it all to do.
Player standing.
Gliswell takes one, and Chili Fan
It's all up to
1v5.
Chili Fan. If this map goes on, Chili Fan has to do something incredible here. He's got the recon dart and the owl drone, but the spike is all the way in spawn. He has to make it all work, and I don't think it's gonna happen. African Jet finds his back, and winner's queue take map 1, convincing fashion.
Beautiful, beautiful map coming out from Winner's Queue. As we were saying earlier, how, you know, they really needed to switch up their looks from that raise, and they really proved that they could do it, as that Yoru pick was, you know, the winning pick for them, I would say.
It was a winning decision for sure. We can see the difference. African Jet on the Yoru versus Kaho on the Jet. He found so much value, and like we said, he did such a good job of disrupting the defense of Langara on that first side, on the attacking half, sorry. And then on defense, he was getting aggressive, getting in the faces of Langara while they were trying to set up. Like we said, you know, Langara, they like to play default, take their time, find some space, but African Jet, before they're able to set up for any utility, he was there to take the duels and getting the picks, TPing out, and then playing the numbers advantage. That's what Winner's Queue did, and that's what got them the win.
Yeah, and it's just like playing against two chambers pretty much. You know, you have African Jet with the TP that can rotate super quick. You have Lucas with the TP that can also rotate super quick. And, you know, in terms of even First Bloods, really, they can take a lot of aggressive space and get out pretty much scot-free. 5 First Bloods for the side of African Jet and 4 for the side of Lucas here. Single-handedly beating out the whole team of the Langara there. So, you know.
And Lululemon, we saw he was struggling a little bit. He was left alone on an island for the most of the defending half on B, and he was not able to hold back the side of Winner's Queue as they were storming in constantly.
Yeah, and that really hurt to see, as like the adjustment was not made to really help out Lululemon on defense there. I know it's Viper's, you know, pretty much job to kind of solo hold the site, but
You
against,
can't really blame him.
Yeah, against Winner's Queue's very aggressive playstyle, it was.
It was a
tough to
good
see.
attempt, though, from Langara. There was
Yeah.
a lot of rounds where they looked super strong, but I think it was the few important rounds where you had the gun buys from both teams where Winner's Queue came out on top, and that's what made the difference.
For sure. We're going to take a quick little break for us just to, you know, chill out a little bit before the next game.
Give some players also some of the time
Yeah.
to get their strats ready for map 2.
Yeah. And when we come back, it will be Haven. So we'll see you soon, okay? Stay tuned. right, and welcome back to the grand finals match of the UBC Sunset Series Valorant LAN, brought to you by our wonderful sponsors over at Red Bull, Nando's, A&W, Subway, and Loaf. Red Bull, on site, providing us with the fuel to get through this broadcast, as well as Nando's handing out some free samples of their delicious, world famous peri peri sauce. So thank you to them for making this tournament possible and making the whole thing possible, all of Sunset Series. We're back from game one. Great gameplay coming out from Winners Queue, able to take that, I believe, 13 to 8, 9?
Yep.
Somewhere around
13 to
there.
8.
And we saw that your pick played flawlessly from Winners Queue, able to translate their aggression on an even bigger map like Breeze. We're going to head into the second map now, Haven. So what are your thoughts on that here?
We saw Winners Q playing on Haven earlier today, and they showed that they knew what they were doing there. It was their map pick, and yeah, they were really impactful on that map. And after picking up map 1 off of Langara, Langara is really going to have to maybe do something new to try and do something to counteract the aggression that Winners Q has been putting up.
Now, they do have like a little bit advantage in terms of knowledge here, as like we said, Winners Q did play Haven a little earlier. They did really showcase their playstyle on Haven, so maybe they can really pick up the pieces that UBC Blue put down and hopefully try to, come back in this series. Their backs are against the wall here, as I think we are playing a best of 3 series, so hopefully they can make this one interesting.
Yep.
As for, just general predictions, what are your thoughts on this next match coming up here?
Well, I like drama, so I do want Langara to pick up the second map to take us to the third here. I know that Fracture is actually the third map that is on the board right now, and as mentioned earlier, I'm a big fan of Fracture. I think there's a lot of opportunities for creative gameplay, and maybe it will allow for the Neon to come in through on, because Neon is such a popular pick on Fracture.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to play devil's advocate here, and I'm going to say it's going to be a quick 2-0. We saw Winners Q really dominate UBC Blue a little earlier. Great offensive gameplay coming out from them. The Raze gameplay, hopping into backside, B-hopping almost, and just really getting those entries as we hop right into Agent Select here.
Well, Winners Q looking like they're... Sorry, I think the names are backwards there.
Yeah.
It's actually
Langara. Langara
Winners
locking
Q
in the Phoenix,
on the
too.
attackers, yeah. With the Rays already locked in by Vax here. And the Phoenix coming out on the side of Langara. Kane, I think it's the first time we see him pick this in the Sunset Series so far. Aoshmani staying true to the chamber. He found some good rounds with the chamber, found a lot of value, but not enough. Let's see if he can step up to the plate on Haven.
African Jet yet again hovering someone not Jet, as we do see a Phoenix hover. Phoenix recently did receive a buff, a little bit of tweaks coming to his ultimate, a little bit faster of a flash, as we do see African Jet finally lock in that Sova. But we see a very different style of gameplay here. Langara sticking, true to form here, something a little slower. They have a Noman who allows them to get more space, more map control than someone like the Brimstone, who only has 3 smokes. They are long-lasting smokes, so they will help a lot with the hard hitting, but we'll see how these two philosophies really stack up against each other.
My eyes are once again on Gliswold and Vax there. We saw how impactful they were when they played Haven versus UBC Blue. Vax was not afraid to double satchel, following up on the fault line and get really in the faces of the defending side. And that has been the motto for Winners Q, is get into the face, take those duels, and get the bomb down and then play for post plant. So
yeah, my eyes are definitely on the side of Langara, especially Lululemon. Not a great first game on them. Didn't look super comfortable on the Viper there, but we'll see if maybe, Viper's just not the pick for them. Maybe someone, like the Omen, who's a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more lurk heavy, be a better fit for them, as we do see TP buy in the first round and double smokes as well. I usually play Omen. Usually I go with a flash just to, really delay things, but since we do have a breach here and the Phoenix, that should not be necessary.
Now, Lucas pushing up through mid, he gets dinked in the head and he's brought down to 8 HP and only 2 headhunter bullets. And Lululemon, we saw him TP up onto the top of glass at the beginning of the round, and now he has a really good off angle. He puts the smoke down and he's waiting. Oh, he finds a pick onto Lucas and the follow-up pick kill onto Vax and Kane. All of Winterskew are falling, and now it's all down to Law. He's able to find the first pick onto Kane, but he's gonna have to get all 4 if he wants to win this round. And Lululemon, in his smoke mode, just lets Law push out, but it does not matter because Chili Fan finds that kill.
That's
And
exactly
Langara,
the start that Langara wants there.
yeah, exactly. First round on the board. Really impactful kills from Kane, stopping them in their tracks as they funneled out of C main.
And there we saw, the classic satchel into C play as along with the fault line there. Not the fault line. Sorry, whatever the Q ability. Yeah. And it just didn't work out. All the members of Langara playing super far back, knowing that this aggressive hit is going to come in, and Kane with the opening pick onto the players of Winner's Q. Finds another one as well as Kaho able to pick one out through the wall with that Ares pick. Gets another as well onto African Jet. Law now left in a 1 versus 5. Trying to get the bomb down, but Aushmani, all of the entrances covered there as they pick up that round flawlessly.
And not a single member fell on the side of Langara. That is 5 guns that you're taking into this bonus here. And that's a lot of value here. They're probably going to be able to find all of their utility as well. Meanwhile, Winner's Q. 4 rifles and the Guardian in the hands of African Jet. We saw him find a lot of value. Map 1 with it.
And this bonus round could be detrimental. I typically prefer bonus rounds on the defense, as it really allows you to do some very interesting defensive plays, like an aggressive hit towards this A long area that we're seeing right here from Kane and Aushmani.
Look at how aggressive they're getting. Kane. Ooh, he's up so close, and Aushmani has the contact. They will not expect him here. Oh, the jumpy coming through from Lucas, but he does not actually spot him. Kane gets traded out by the African Jet, but there's a crossfire set. Kaho throws a shock dart, and now he's falling off. It allowed Aushmani to cross into Cubby and main, and now doubling up. Aushmani falls, but Kaho is there for the trade. And Lululemon holding down B.
Chili Fan able to find the satcheling Vax there as it's now 2 versus 3. Make that 2 versus 2 now as African Jet picks up 1, picks up 2. Chili Fan taking down 2. Nice shot, and Lululemon
taking so much damage from that shock dart here, and the Molly forces him to swing out, and he tanks so much damage, ends up falling to the Molly. Lululemon gets cooked alive.
And Law just able to find some nice shots, saving that round almost. That round was quite expensive, though, for the side of Winner's Q, as Langara able to do a ton of economic damage, even with those lesser weaponry.
And Langara, with the full buy here, they got the advantage, just like you said. They're probably going to be looking to shut down any sort of play that Winner's Q will try to make, try to stop them in their tracks and not let them get away with these rounds. Aushmani gets tagged by the recon ball down long, and all of Winner's Q are slowly making their way down through main. Aushmani, the rendezvous is down. He will be able to get up through safety, and look at the flank. Kane, he's made us all the way back, and Kane finds a pick onto Vax and curveball, and he falls off, pops his ultimate. Kane, he's able to buy so much time.
Gonna cook him alive.
Rotate. Kane with another curveball. Finds another pick onto Law. That's so much value from Kane with the 3K, and Kaho was there to finish it off.
And there's the strength of the Phoenix right there. Still one of the last agents to have a 6-cost ultimate. So very nicely done there by Kane. Able to find a couple on the flank there. And all that value coming in from the early kills that Kane got all right there in that Phoenix ultimate.
Yeah, and I think it was really well played from Kane to fall back after getting that first pick onto Vax, walking into a window where he was safe to pop his ultimate and then aggressing back through long.
And I'm loving the way Langara plays defense on this map. Typically, teams like to send 2-1-2, one person on B, but Kane right now is just being a menace, switching sites, switching the holds, and Winners Q have nothing really to go off of. They just can't really read them as they have such a fluid style in their defense for Langara.
And now that Vax is down, it's going to be really hard for Wintersky to entry through these smokes. The double satchel potential is gone. And if they want to entry onto C, they're going to have to run into Kane and Lululemon. The second smoke goes down, and Gliswold with a single flashpoint in his hand and a frenzy. Will he be able to find the entry? He's waiting patiently. He knows that there's one person backside. The recon bolt comes through. The fault line comes in through from Gliswold. Lucas falls to Lululemon, and Aushmani finds the follow-up kill onto Law, and it's looking all but over for Lulu. It's all down to Gliswold, and with a frenzy at that distance, he can't do much. And Lululemon secures his third kill of this round, and really stepping up to the plate.
I think that's the same, if not more kills than they have the whole of last game already. Pretty close, actually. So, you know, Lululemon really stepping it up on this defense, and we can see now that it was just an Asian thing for him. Not very comfortable on the Viper playstyle. I know that's very hard to get used to, as you can't really rotate with your utility, but on this Omen, Lululemon is looking phenomenal here.
Maybe that extra little freedom is what he needed here, as Kane curveball through garage doors. Follow up one more time, but not able to find any value. And now the Hunter's Fury is out. Gliswold is aggressing fast through garage. He gets the flash onto Kane and gets the headshot as well.
Ooh.
He retreats through the molly and takes a bit of damage, but it doesn't matter as he gets out. Now Law with the follow-up pick onto Lululemon. Gliswold trying to pick up the guns. But now I think they just want to retreat and regroup here. Winners Q have the man advantage. Although Gliswold brought down to 14 HP. They already have one man up onto C. It's African Jet. He's telling his teammates, come on over, it's all clear. The plant is free. Meanwhile, Langara on the flank. Nobody in CT here.
And they're doing really well, clearing all their corners, making sure that they don't get, you know, cheese like this. And Aushmani on the flank here. Could find one. That's the low HP member down onto Gliswold. Now African Jet holding this angle. Great shoulder peek from Aushmani. Oh, and a great... Was that a team stun? That's a team stun there, as Law able to secure the kill with the ultimate. Chili Fan now left in a 1 versus 2 situation. Checks the corner, but Law able to cut them down. That's a costly mistake from Chili Fan.
Oh man, Aushmani and Chili Fan, a bit of a misplay from them. The fault line from Chili Fan ends up catching the corner of Aushmani, and then right as that happened, Law brought down the orbital strike right on top, and Aushmani was not able to get out in time.
I really like the idea from Kane, the very aggressive garage peek. You know, it did come out. Great stun from Chili Fan as well early on in the round, but just nothing really came of it. And I wondered if they try that again eventually at some point.
We get to see it because now Aushmani, Gliswold showing a bit too much skin there and gets picked off by Aushmani.
A little bit of elbow action there as Aushmani finds one with the op. Oh, sees another cross. Reaction time not good enough. As African Jet now stuck in the sewer position. They know that there's an op staring down that position. Kaho. Ooh, another risky Hunter's Fury. Doesn't find anything with that. Kaho's Hunter's Furies have not been great here, especially from last game. And it's continuing on as Chili Fan flashes and tries to take that peek.
Vax pushed up close into B. There is a chamber trip on the other side of this wall.
And Aushmani's here
He's
too.
expecting it.
Oh,
Sees Aushmani. The paint shells do come out. Forces Aushmani to retreat. The trademark is gone now. B is open. Langara's gonna have to commit another man to make sure that B is not given up. And as you can
Great
see,
stun.
Langara all
Great
converging
blind.
onto B, and that's exactly
Oh.
looking like where they're gonna execute. Vax blast backs into backside, finds a kill onto Lululemon, finds a kill onto Aushmani. Kaho and Kane are there for the trades, and now it's a 2v3 for the side of Langara.
Oh, this fight is
Kane
so
with the
awkward.
curveballs manages to jump out a window, but Lucas, he got away. Vax
Vax
with
with
3K.
4. Vax looking for more, looking for 5 here, and they will have to get 5. Kane now left in a 1 versus 1. Vax with 4 on the round, does have the bomb, will have enough time to plant.
Will he get the ace here? Vax, he's got the
He
read.
knows, Vax
He
knows.
pops the reload, but Kane,
Ooh, the
he
timing!
him, and oh no, Vax.
Kane with 3 big plays, able to shut down the hot player Vax. Able to get the 5th round on the board for Langara. And
Vax.
what a nail biter there.
Yeah, definitely. Vax, it looked like he had the right idea. He was expecting Kane to peek out of the garage window, but turned his head away at exactly the worst moment, and he was caught reloading there by Kane.
That's Val timings there for you.
And now Kane, he found a lot of frags there himself that round, and the ultimate is online. Let's see if he'll be aggressive through garage just like last time. And winner's queue. Starting to fall behind there. Langara with 5 picks, and now the tour de force coming out from Lucas. His eyes are looking at main. However, he does get caught by the fault line here, but not in any trouble.
And here's where Langara really shines. The really disciplined play, getting that info and then backing off. Not over-aggressing, not giving up the kills, and you know, it's really winning them some of these rounds right now, as Kaho is going to get naded out. We'll be able to get off just in time.
And look, B is completely open. There's not a single man from the side of Langara here to hold it. There's just a single trademark that is keeping winner's queue at bay, and they don't even try and shoot the trademark. No, Gliswold, he's turning his head towards C. Oh, he catches Kane, but the curveball comes out, and Kane is good for 1. Second
another one,
and he sprays Vax through the wall. Gets the 3rd kill, but no, he falls. He's not able to get the 4th, but Kaho there to trade. He picks up Law, and now it's all down to Lucas with the tour de force in his hand. He's pushed up to B, but I don't think he's going to be able to find anything.
Oh, stares right into the sun. And Chili Fan takes Lucas down. Lucas is, I think, still has 0 kills this game. A little bit of an Owen here.
Lucas struggling to find any value on the chamber on the attacking side of Haven. We saw him, he was really successful on Breeze, but maybe the playstyle, the pace shift from Langara, and they're not able to adapt to it. We see Kane, you know, Langara is bringing the fight to winner's queue on this map, getting aggressive and getting those picks, and now look at winner's queue, they're just going hard A. Aushmani finds the flick onto Law there. And the Hunter's Fury is popped to try and slop them down. Sorry, the Rolling Thunder, and now the follow-up Rolling Thunder from winner's queue.
Oh, Kane.
Curveball finds the pick onto Lucas.
Running it back. As Gliswold finds the trade onto Kaho. Still a 4 versus 3 now. Make that a 3 versus 2 as African Jet and Kane trade evenly there. Kane now wants to look for a little bit more. Gliswold is going to flash through with the satchel, able to find the entrance onto Kane. Great blind coming in from Lululemon, and Bomb is down in a non-retrievable position right now. Aushmani just staring at the cross as Lululemon is now feeling a little bit of the pressure coming in from winner's queue. Vax, do they know that the op is here? No. Aushmani finds one onto Vax. No one there to trade. Lululemon now looking for the final kill of the round. Gliswold now with it all to do. Great shot onto Lululemon though. 1 versus 1. Both players on low HP. Aushmani with 1.
You can hear him jumping around, and Aushmani has the
Gliswold.
timing. He ADSs, and he does actually find Gliswold there.
Not
on 1
suspecting
HP, and
the
he's running
long
to pick
flank.
up the op right now. He does not
Oh, does
actually
not
manage
get
to
it.
pick it up there, but Aushmani, not too upset. He finds the clutch that Langara needed there on the 1 HP there. He was so patient inside a short. He was just holding the angle the whole time, and still 9 rounds in, Lucas has yet to find a pick here. Really struggling.
And that could have been really bad. Lululemon and Aushmani giving 2 1v1s there. Not really playing for the trade, and as we saw, Gliswold able to take the head off of Lululemon there. But Aushmani able to clutch it out as Aushmani gets hit by the fault line. Chili Fan finds one onto Vax here. Great use of util. Gliswold is able to run out though, but Kaho and Lululemon cut them down. Kane finds one of their own. Lucas now left in a 1 versus 5. Make that 1 versus 4 as they find Chili Fan. Now a lot of sound cues, and now Aushmani just dumping the whole Tour de Force clip. And Lucas is finally taken down 8-2 now. Langara really showing Winner's Q that first map was, you know, a little bit of a fluke maybe.
Lucas lost the clutch, but hey, he got a kill. Lucas is on the board, and now they're starting to call the timeout. Winner's queue, they need to change it up because Langara has been finding the really important rounds here, and they're up 8-2 with a 6-round advantage. And with the massive econ advantage, there's nothing Winner's queue can do, because Langara will be able to buy till the rest of the half here.
And it's so hard to read. I mean, Langara hasn't really shown a very stable approach to their defense. They're always switching it up. The default is always different. So I'm not sure what you can, discuss here during the timeout for Winner's Queue. Maybe just like, hey guys, we need to, stop their momentum maybe. We need to hit some shots, win some ones, but it's not much you can do in terms of a strategy here.
Maybe the mental reset is what they need here. Just a breath. Regroup together as a team and try and make a plan. And
we see the pings on the map as well from the defense side, so not sure what those exactly indicate, but we'll see coming into this round as both teams should have a bye on the board. African Jet will barely be able to scrape something together. We'll opt to go with the Guardian and some utility instead.
Winner's queue showing presence on C. It's looking like it's going to be a C execute.
And look at this. Again, Kane is so aggressive, switching up the hold. There is a chamber trip there, but he hears this and knows that, he can just sit there for free the whole round.
But Winner's queue, they wanted to bait Langara out here. You can see that 3 players rotated towards C.
Ooh,
but Kane, he has such a beautiful lurk here. He's going to hear African Jet running through with his knife, and he does catch a kill on him. Vax is there to trade. And Vax blast packed his way through B. He managed to cross. Wait, it's looking like it's
no
going to
comm,
end
no
up to
comm.
A. Chili Fan shuts down the showstopper from Vax, and now A is completely open. No, it's not Aushmani's there with the headshot onto Gliswold.
Oh, and the get out too.
Oh, and he gets away with it. Aushmani, and now he has full control of short. And the rest of Winner's Queue are stuck on A site. They're going to be pinched by Aushmani, and but Lucas evens it out.
Lululemon.
And it's down to Aushmani. He's pushing out a short. He tries to get some damage onto Law, but no, Law is there. And he secures the 3rd round. Whew. Winner's Queue are feeling the pressure there, but they're starting to get surrounded by Lucas there with the first frag to even it out, and then Law finishing it off with the 2K.
Law just able to clutch it out there. That's a massive play coming out from them. That was the round they needed there.
And I thought that it was gonna fall apart when Chili found the pick onto Vax with the showstopper, but no, they were able to recover and land on their feet. And now Lululemon with the same off angle that he had in the first round shoots the recon dart, so it will not spot him, but maybe they heard him. They might be aware of his position here. Only 2 players on the side of Winner's Queue, and C Long there, the drone.
Most likely gonna
From
spot him out here.
Lululemon, forced off the off angle here, and now Gliswold holding the Rolling Thunder in his hand. It will not actually catch Lululemon. And Gliswold actually, what a great owl drone, tags him through the smoke, and now the re-aggress The Rolling Thunder. Aftershock comes through the side. Backs
Big hit.
with the paint shells.
Kane,
Kane with a
though.
2K. Gets traded out. Kane with the 3K. Run it back. Forced out. Law is able to take a bit of space here, but he's down to 10 HP. He's going to rely on African Jet to try and get the kills here. African Jet good for 1. Gets Chili Fan. African Jet gets 2.
Player standing.
Law left in a 1 versus 1 all of a sudden, just like that. 10 HP remaining. Aushmani does have the advantage here. Law not moving a muscle.
But he was carrying in the corner for a bit too long. Aushmani, he
the
had so
tap.
much time to try and rotate. Law has no idea where he is. You can see him frantically trying to check the corners, trying to bait with the plant here.
Time running low.
Fakes it one more time, and now Aushmani. Oh, he
Oh,
might get
the
timing
timing!
there.
Aushmani able to clutch it out there.
Law maybe
Switching sides.
having the nerves get the best of him. I think he should have just stuck the plant there, or maybe gambling the fact that Aushmani rotated off of C.
And Langara with a great showing on the defense. We'll see if they're able to replicate the same success here after
Look at
switching
Kane,
sides.
22 kills in
Wow.
the first half.
Really doing the most there. As I think the top 2 just single-handedly have more kills than the whole rest of the other team, I'm pretty sure.
And if I'm Winner's Q, I'm turning my head towards Lucas to try and find the value on the chamber on this defensive half. He's been a bit quiet.
He's gonna have
So far.
he's gonna need a huge round right here to really get them back into the game.
And Lucas on the off angle on top of C. Falls off just as Aushmani peaks, so no contact for either team just yet. But Vax,
Vax is pushed all the way up here.
the aggressive smoke allows Vax to push up to main, but Langara is definitely going to be expecting it here as they're playing for contact. And
Oh, right into the sun,
Aushmani.
Aushmani.
blasts him in the body with a headhunter, and now Langara are aggressing really hard towards the A
African
side.
Jet.
African Jet evens it out,
Oh!
gets 2 kills onto Chili Fan.
African
The third
Jet!
kill onto Kaho. It's all African Jet gets the
Oh!
fifth. What an ace coming out from African Jet. The frenzy showing its strength close range on A site.
African Jet, the hero play they needed. You know, they might be 5 rounds down right now, but that's a start.
What a beautiful round coming out from him, and let's just hope they can carry the tempo out through the rest of this half, as he's able to buy up a full rifle and armor here.
And again, this is a massive round for them. They need to be as clean as possible here if they want to get their econ right back into it.
Meanwhile, Langara, they're actually on C, but Lucas
Great shot.
finds the first shot onto Aushmani, and yep, now that they're smoked out, they're opting into retreating. You can see Lululemon there, holding A main, maybe trying to see if Winner's Cube will get aggressive again, but they're not. They're playing it super safe. They don't want to give up any guns. They're happy to play retake here with the rifle advantage.
Yeah, this is very smart from the side of Winners Q.
Fault line allows them to get a bit of control in main, but they're not sure if anyone's playing in Cubby or not. Kaho, though,
Oh, spots the shoulder.
tries to sneak into Garage, but he gets caught by Law.
And just trying to get the bomb down. Classic stuff here, but the molly from Law
Down B.
will burn the Phoenix alive here as Glizwald with the Ferrari peak onto Lululemon. A little bit of BM right there, trying to get into the heads. You know, if they're not winning in this game, like on score, they gotta win somewhere, right? The mental is a good place to start.
The mental warfare is online. And now, Langara, 5 rifles, a full buy, while Winner's Q, they're happy to take the bonus here.
This is gonna be a big round for the side of Langara. If they want to really close out this game cleanly, they're gonna have to do this here.
And look at Lucas, he's getting aggressive
Oh.
onto C. Oh, he hears the footsteps and falls back instantly. The recon vault gets shot, so nobody gets spotted just yet. And Lululemon trying to walk up through C. African Jet pops a Hunter's Fury, and he's able to take down Kane 100-0. There's nothing he could have done there. He just got caught.
Lululemon now trying to avoid this drone here. I think this drone might expire before they see him. Oh, does spot the barrel. But Lululemon, great swing, able to take out Vax there. And that's an opening on the A site. But doesn't look like they want to take it. Langara very slow. This might be a little bit of an issue there, playstyle-wise, on this offense here. They really need to make those decisions and make them quick.
Look at the numbers right now. Only one man on A with the rest of Winner's Q stacked towards C and mid here. But
still not hitting.
Langara, they don't know that. They got 2 players in short, but they're not committing onto A. It's kind of hard to tell what Langara are posing to do here. Chili fan maybe trying to fake B here. Yep, as you can see, he does draw some attention from A. African Jet rotating, but no, it was a fake all along. The smoke's coming in from heaven, and Langara are ready to
but the
finish
shock
on A
darts.
site.
And this might be bad. Their low HP member is the one with the bomb. So with the time going down this low here,
10 seconds.
they might not be able to get the bomb down. They're now scrambling here.
6 seconds, 5 seconds, the spike will go down. It looks like flashpoint from Gliswold.
Planted.
And now they're ready to retake Winner's Q.
The Molly
Gliswold
cooking some of them.
takes a bit of damage.
Pushing through
Gliswold
CT. Aushmani finds one. Kaho finds one as well. Kaho finds a second. All of a sudden now Law in a 1 versus 3. Chili fan unable to allow that to happen, as they will pick up the final kill. 10-5 now. And like I said earlier, they needed this round and they got what they wanted.
A bit of a weird pace to that round there. You could see that Langara were having a bit of trouble deciding whether they want to finish on A or B. They sent Chili fan down through mid window, and he was able to buy enough space for his team to entry. But now that was a bonus round.
Here come the real guns as Kaho will drone into this garage position. Now we were talking about this in the agent select phase. The difference in these two team comps allow them to take space differently as Gliswold finds 3 so quickly. Aushmani only able to respond with 1, and all of a sudden he's left in 1 versus 5. Vax with the op, able to take down Aushmani, and Langara should be forced to save once again.
A quick and clean round for Winner's Q. They're probably feeling really good about that, and only losing 1 member, they're able to carry the op forward into this round, handing it over to Lucas. Lucas, so far, showing much more impact on the defensive side than he did on the attacking, but he still has a long way to go if he wants to win this map and secure the 2-0. 4-man advantage to Langara, and Gliswold. Fault line allows him to secure the orb, and now he has the Rolling Thunder for retake. That is so valuable.
We'll see how that piece comes into play.
Now, Langara, they're on an eco, and Law caught by the flash here, and Aushmani does not actually manage to find Law, and the Marshal got timing by the Phantom, and now he gets double swung, but Law is good for all 3 kills, and Vax in garage secures the final shot onto Chili fan, and that's the 7th round for Langara. Clean.
Very clean indeed. That should allow them to get a little bit of that bankroll rolling for them. And as you see from the side of Langara, barely able to get that full buy right now. They do need to clutch up here. Fortunately enough for them, they do have to run it back from Kane, and Kane has been very impactful. Each one of them getting tons of value. We'll see if they're able to do that on this side, though.
Winner's Q, Rolling Thunder, Orbital Strike, both available. If I was Winner's Q right now, I'm thinking we give up sight and then we play for a retake. We have so much utility available, but Law, he's getting aggressive. He's playing with fire right now, but he does not find anything in garage. He's able to retreat, and Chili fan could have gotten the best of him there if he was checked the smoke, but no. It's just a possibility.
And here's the detriment to the Brimstone on defense. He has no smokes left. They haven't even hit the site.
With 1 minute on the clock, all the smokes are down, just like he said.
Oh.
And Chili Fan finds Vax's head. He got aggressive down mid, and now
Nice stun.
Gliswold. Fault line does come out onto Gliswold, and Chili Fan now has the Rolling Thunder of his own. You can see Aftershock to maybe try and fake it onto B. And now Kane with the run it back, shoots the dart, and is able to entry onto A side. He sprang through the smoke, but there's nobody there. And that's so much utility committed from the side of Winterskill already. And the Rolling Thunder is still available.
30 seconds left.
African Jet falls down to Kane, and
Oh no, an
Gliswold,
overpeak.
Rolling Thunder is down. Lucas finds the trade onto
Where's
Kaho.
the bomb? Where's the bomb? Plant the bomb.
The spike isn't down yet. Lululemon on spike duty gets it down, and Kane tries to flick, but he misses. He picks up the rifle, 8 bullets, but Kane finds his head, and now Law swings out. But Kane with the 3K.
Langara up to 11 now. Off the heroics from Kane there, 3K like you said.
And I was
yeah.
thinking it was going to be the ults from the side of Winterskew to win them the round there, but no. Like, they committed the Brimstone ult so early to try and deny the plant, and the Rolling Thunder wasn't even used. Gliswold maybe getting too aggressive there and getting caught.
And Lululemon really feeling a little bit lost there on site. Possibly costing them a few lives there with the bomb not going down a little earlier. Just scared in that hell position with the bomb. But they were able to capitalize off that at the cost of many lives, and now they will have to scrape together another bye.
This is Langara's game to win. Winning this round will put them onto match point. And Winterskew, the money's struggling.
And look how far back they're playing. This is the problem with a super disciplined style that Langara has, is that they're not really taking the space, and especially on Haven, it's so important, as right now Winterskew just has free reign over pretty much all areas of the map. Oh, the timing too. Lucas TPing away, maybe feeling a little bit of the pressure. Weirdly enough, that's a very quick rotation there. Not sure why they do that. Lucas back to CT. Now we'll swing out with the operator. Doesn't find much as of yet, as Langara now have full site control. Aushmani is able to pick up Lucas, as now they play for post plants.
It's a late first blood, but the spike is now down at the man advantage to the side of Langara. Law has a good flank here, but it's being watched by Aushmani with the tour de force.
Oh,
The shot
misses.
whiffs. But what does Law even do here? He does not want to re-peek. He just throws down the stim beacon, but Kane is waiting in garage. He finds the pick onto Gliswold. Kane whiffs his shot, but it doesn't matter. Chili Fan is there to get a trade. Law doing what he can for his team right now, throwing the molly, but the spike is down. The time is ticking. I don't think they have enough time. He's trying to defend his planter. Aushmani and Lululemon, they shut down Law. And that's the 12th round. Match point for Langara. They're ready to even it out and take us to map 3.
The money is not looking good for the side of Winterskew. They're not going to have much of a full buy here. Half armor on 3 members, as well as a judge. I mean, the judge is perfect to have on the Raze, but the Raze is not as aggressive as we once saw, and that might not find much value.
Doesn't matter how much money they have. It's match points that they're going all in regardless. And now Law in the right position to try and stop Langara here. Throws the molly down to Kane. Pass the run it back. He's been popping it left and right this whole match and doesn't find any value from it. But Lululemon gets the headshot. Aushmani with another kill.
This might be it. Gliswold finds one, but Kane trades back. Now 2 versus 4. Winterskew. Vax has to find a lot of value with this judge, and these long-range fights might not be it here. Drone comes through from CT, is shut down quickly. Oh, Vax, though, might have found a timing here. Satchel's in, gets 1, gets 2 with the judge, but Chili Fan able to shut it down, and we're going to a map 3.
It was a nice attempt from Vax there. Blast packing out of garage with the judge, able to find 2 picks, but not able to pick up the rifle, and pull it out in time to get the pick, and he just gets shut down immediately there. It was a nice attempt. But Langara, we expected something different from them, and Kane, he brought it to us. Picking up the Phoenix is the first time we've seen him on this agent, and 6 first bloods and 387 combat score. What a performance by him.
Yeah, Kane really putting the squad on his back, especially on that defense, allowing them to get that big round advantage. And all they needed to do was just scrap out a few rounds on offense, and they were good to go. And, now that we have a game 3, your favorite map, Fracture.
Yep.
But, we'll analyze that a little bit. And, so what are your thoughts on that game played from Langara there?
I think Langara put up a really, really good fight. Winners Q put up a good fight. They won Haven one time earlier today, but Langara, I think they brought the fight to them. They weren't afraid to challenge them in mid. We saw Kane taking so many fights with the curveball, peeking out with his flash, and then if he was able to get a pick, he would fall off and play with the man advantage. But if he finds no one there, he would just push up the window, get up close and personal, and then catch Winners Q in their rotates. We saw that we saw it so many times where they would be caught with their pants down, with their knives in their hands, and Kane would get a pick, and then he would be gone just like that.
Yeah, great strategic read coming out from Langara on that defense side. And, it nets them that map win and nets them that game 3 for grand finals. There's, no better way to settle it than a game 3, and that'll be Fracture when we come back from a short little break. We'll see you soon. All right, and we are back right into the agent select here on the final map of the event here. Game 3 on Fracture.
Yeah, it's looking going like it's going to be an interesting map here, as we saw both of these teams 1-1 right now. Langara were able to mount the comeback in map 2 and take us to this third map here, and now Fracture. We haven't seen this yet in the Sunset series. It has not gotten to this point. We've had a lot of 2-0s here. And what I want to see right now is I want to see who's going to be on the neon duty. Currently looks like African Jet is hovering it. Kane locking in that chamber.
That's a little different. Aoshmani usually on the chamber for Langara. So Kane finally picking up that mantle here. Ooh, maybe switching it up a little bit. Aoshmani hovering the Jet.
We saw him do a lot of damage on Icebox with the Jet yesterday. But we'll see what he will opt in to pick
Choose your agent.
on this map.
Ooh, Kaho with the neon pick. African Jet with the Yoru.
He brought it out before and he bringing it out again to see if it'll work. He was really successful with it on Breeze. But Fracture, not quite the same size. You know, there's a lot of room to play with as the Yoru, but not as many wide angles. And now we're getting straight into it. Langara on the defending side to start us off. And we're going to see how these two teams play it out.
Yeah, we have Vax back on the breach here. Gliswold now on to the KO. Double initiator, like you did say. Lots of flashes as well coming out from the side of Winners Q. Langara, on the other hand, does have a breach of their own, but Neon, you know, it's going to be interesting. We'll see how Kaho does. Kaho, not one to really pop off that much. These past 2 games, pretty quiet from them. Nice and stable player, but, you know, not too flashy. But this Neon will require, I guess, a different kind of skill set coming out from them. So it's a different look.
It's such an aggressive pick. It gives you so much mobility to run around and find the picks that you need to open up this map for your side. And with the Neon, especially on the defensive side, you can't just run through CT and you're able to rotate back and forth. But Winner's Q taking it fast towards A side. Gliswold pops the flash drive ready in his hands, right clicks it out through the smoke, and now Winner's Q are already all on site. We got 2 people doubled up on drop. Kane waiting with the Headhunter in his hand right now, but the spike is going down and there hasn't been much contact from either team yet. Kaho saw the cross. He saw Vax make his way through default there. And how are they going to opt to retake this? They don't have much utility to work with. It's just the pistol round right now.
5v5 retake here on the pistol round. It's going to get a little spicy here as the side of Langara will run it down. Kane does find one. Kaho finds one as well. Great little flick onto the KO knife, but Law finding 2 big headshots. Kaho able to find one. Gets tagged down to 23 HP though. 1 versus 2. Not much they can do, and Gliswold able to close it out. Winner's Q starting this last map off strong with the pistol win.
Really good discipline there from Lucas, not falling for the tap there. He just stayed in the smoke in main, and by not peeking there, he did not give Kaho the opportunity to get rid of the crossfire there. And Gliswold, he was able to play for the info there, and he realized that he wasn't on the spike there. And then right as Kaho gets back on it, he finishes the job with the ghost.
And now they would decide to buy up a little bit here on the side of Langara. We did see a sheriff on that scoreboard there, and we'll see if they can find anything as African Jet just very quick with the shot, able to find the Kaho. Forces the Jet to back off here. Aoshmani now left, you know, on an island here. Chili Fan is here to support. TP in, hits the clone though, and Gliswold able to find Aoshmani. Law now gets the bomb down and is now 3 versus 5 on this retake. Not much left to work with here as Chili Fan has used up all the utility. Not even fault line. Yeah.
With only a classic in his hand, there's not much the Chili Fan can do. We can see that Vax is waiting around the corner there, but
Another
Might not
big
even
shot.
get to that point. African Jet with the Marshall finds the body shot onto Kane with no armor. That's all it takes. Lululemon sweating bullets right now. He's getting spammed through the smoke, and Lucas finds him.
Chili
And
fan.
looking like it's going to be a flawless round from Winner's Q. They get to carry all of their guns into this bonus round.
And that's huge. On Fracture, typically things are a little bit more hectic, and so, you know, some of these lesser guns might actually be quite advantageous for them in these close quarters combat. They will roll over with one Vandal in hand. That's in the hands of Lucas here. Lucas didn't have a too great a game last game, but, you know, maybe trying to turn the tides here.
Yeah, we're looking for Lucas to get loud in this last match here.
And the African Jet will look for a beginning pick here with that Marshall.
He finds nothing. There's nobody on site on B.
Ooh,
and
Kaho, great shot. That's the
first
rifle
blood
down.
on Lucas, and there we go. It's a rifle eliminated, like you said, and now maybe a bit of a green light for Winner's Q. Look at Gliswold kind of retreating back down through A main here. It's kind of hard to tell what Winner's Q are planning here. Aushmani with the follow-up pick here, and Winner's Q down 2 men here.
African Jet able to grab that orb down. There are 4 on this map, so, you know, quite valuable there. Able to grab the Vandal as well and TP away. 5 versus 3, though, in favor of Langara here. Langara really disciplined, not over peaking, as Kaho does take a gander at the arcade side right there.
And all 3 of the Winner's Q remaining players are stacked up towards the A main. You can see Gliswold here looking to see if he can catch someone with the Sheriff headshot.
Ooh, Kaho!
Kaho with the
Beautiful
one tap.
shot.
Kaho
Another
with
one.
the 3rd kill onto Gliswold, and now it's all down to
And
Law,
another
Kaho
one.
secures the 4K.
Kaho with 4, finding all head that round. Great shots coming out from them. The Neon really shining here on the defense. That's a crucial round for Langara there.
It was flawless too. They did not lose a single person. And if you think about it, it was 5 rifles saved into that bonus from Winner's Q, and they were not able to find anything there. And it's been all Kaho there.
Kaho doing a great job. Does have the overdrive available just in case things get a little bit spicy. They need to switch it up.
Kane with the off angle. He does get caught by the fault line, but he commits to it. He's still staying on top of this box. He has not TP'd away.
Oh,
Lululemon
Lululemon!
forced to take the fight with the orbital strike, and Gliswold does come on top because he had the positional advantage there. Meanwhile, Kane and African Jet going blow for blow. Kaho finds the pick onto Gliswold, and now Vax almost dies, but ends up getting the kill onto Chili Fan, and now it's all up to Aushmani.
Here's
He
one
swings
close.
out, but
Lucas
running and gunning, finding Aushmani's head, and oh, he must be so upset about that. Lucas was so low on HP, but he was not able to hit any shots on him because he was just running and gunning that whole time.
The Ferrari peak really getting the best of Aushmani there. Random stray bullet catches the dome, and you know, Aushmani slowing down here a little bit.
And Kaho still has a rifle, but no armor. Not too sure what the play is right now. And now Aushmani looking to get aggressive on A main, popping the tailwind. But he does get caught by the fault line here. He was spotted by the Euro in the dimensional drift. African Jet is waiting to see if he can find anything. The clone kind of baits a bit of attention from Vax.
That's a great execute coming in from African Jet. Nice little set play there with the dimensional drift. Very clean takes. And the mechanics are really nice too. You see, drops the clone every single time they rip. So they're not quite sure which one's which. Law?
Oh, Aftershock.
Aftershock?
Does end up actually getting him. African Jet, however, gets the kill onto Kane, and it's all up to Chili Fan, but he ends up falling to Vax, who secures this 3K and gets the 4th round for Winner's Q. That's what they want to see. They're finding these important rounds right now.
Yeah, Lucas, you know, able to find a little bit of something here. Able to actually get a few kills on this side, not an Owen anymore. It's Lululemon now, and that's the third character we've seen in 3 maps from Lululemon. Not really looking super comfortable on the slower, more anchor heavy smokes players or smokes characters. So that might have been a mistake. Maybe comfort would have been better for the side of Lululemon there.
Lululemon, you don't usually expect controller players to frag out, but Langara needs it right now. They need any frags that they can get. As you can see that
Wow.
Winner's Q are already out onto site, and Lucas
So
is snuck
aggressive.
through CT, and he does actually end up catching Chili Fan in the rotate. Lululemon smoked out from drop, and Lucas, he could have made a mistake right there, but maybe he got away with it by accident. Vax now holding CT, and what do Langara even do here? The spike hasn't gone down yet, but it's been tapped. They're aware of Lululemon's position here. I don't think he's going to be able to find anything here. And meanwhile, African Jet, he's so smart. He can hear them. He gets double peeked though, and he's not able to find either Aoshmani with the headshot. And now they recovered a rifle. It's doable for Langara. They still have some time. The spike plant was late. Kaho has the flank into main. Kane falls to the Vax.
Kaho now trying to look for more, but Law just holding the smoke, and Gliswold and Vax able to find the rest of them as well. Quite clean round for Winners Q. 5-1 now. Langara need to switch it up. Fracture is a map that really favors the offense because you have so many different angles you can hit the sights with, and especially when you're going against a very aggressive team like Winners Q, who are very dominant on their attacking rounds. You really have to switch it up here if you're Langara.
I was surprised that Lucas was able to get so far up through Sands without being contested at all. You can see the smokes have been so impactful from the side of Winners Q, and once again, Rolling Thunder clears out Sand. Vax gets tagged up here.
Great
but
tags.
Lucas going up the rope. Will he find Lululemon?
This is so
He
cheeky.
swings out,
Oh my goodness.
Lululemon actually ends up finding Lucas as he was spraying through the smoke.
Winners Q does have the sight, but Kaho able to cut down Gliswold, and Chili Fan able to find Law as well. Kaho finds a second, and that's a flawless gun round coming out from Langara just when they needed it the most.
Really important round there, just like you said. Langara and keeping a bunch of their teammates alive in the process. And now it's Winners Q. Maybe stepping on the back foot. Finally, they have been shut down on their A push. It is what Langara was hoping for. And maybe they can keep it going. If they win this round, they will stifle Winners Q's economy, but Winners Q capable of doing the exact same thing here. Kane with the operator. Rendezvous out. He does not want to challenge right now, but
great
on
angle
top of the
here.
box, he's
Nice
able to
shots.
find the first blood onto Kane.
Oh,
Ooh, he
great
almost
shot.
finds the command with the follow-up,
Kane.
switching to the headhunter and finding Law's head, but Vax, he swings Jenny and got a 3K of his own. But Lululemon, I think they're in a perfect position for this. You can see Gliswold brought down to 20 HP right now, and Lululemon, he clears back sight. He knows that there's probably one playing in tower. He's looking at his teammate right now. I'm not sure if the communication is there. Kaho throws out his wall.
Lululemon needs one here.
Throws a stun ball.
Oh no, the timing.
Timing on the wall is bad, and Lululemon now he knows the crossfire is being held, and what does he do? He falls back. He's giving the space, and he's just going for the save. He does not even try to challenge. And it's a 6th round for Winners Q.
Lululemon really needed something there and unable to find it. The timing on Kaho was quite unfortunate there. And gonna try to save this op here.
Lululemon
Oh, no, unable to
whiffs
do
so
so.
hard onto Gliswold, and that's the operator lost as well. Oh, he gave up the round and also ended up giving up the op too. That was so unfortunate from the side of Lululemon, and I'm not sure what's going on the side of Langara, but there seems to be some issues with communication, because for a moment in time, Lululemon was just holding the angle that Kaho was pushing through, and then even more miscommunication as they were trying to retake the neon wall timed out, and neither player was looking at main, and cost them the round.
Very costly indeed as African Jet looking to find a little bit. Kane clips him through the wall. A couple flashes come out. Kane uses another bullet as Vax and Law find one each. And that's not looking great for Langara here. This African Jet just hiding in the clone.
Langara got a bit impatient there as soon as Lucas got the tag, or sorry, Kane got the tag onto African Jet. They tried to aggress on their eco, but they were just shut down immediately by Winners Q's default.
Alshmani now left in sight with the jet knives. We'll find one there. That's the reset as well. Oh. Dashes away and keeps the knives. So now they know they have the abilities. African Jet's very low. Another reset coming through.
He's jumping around. He's trying to buy enough time for his team to rotate.
Uh-oh.
He's down to one knife, but his team is there right now. He gets spammed out. He gets flashed out, and Gliswold finds two, and now it's all down to Lululemon. He has to do it all right now. He has a rifle in his hand. It looks like he's not saving this time. He's committing. He sees one person cross into heaven. It's Law, and he's trying to buy any sort of attention to his team as they're both on the side of main. And Lululemon maybe waiting a bit too long as he gets smoked out, and Gliswold waiting on the other side of Jenny, and he just headshots him and shuts him right down. Lululemon unable to find anything for his team and constantly just falling short of his mark.
Gliswold, incredibly clutch play as well, finding 3 in the round there, right when they needed it the most. Able to shut down Alshmani, who is just, you know, being suffocated on that site. Not a lot of knives left as well, and they go down.
Yeah, Alshmani, he was able to hold off Winner's Q for a bit of time. Found 2 or 3 picks there, but the pressure was just too much. He was surrounded from heaven, and now Lucas pops his tour de force while the rest of his team makes their way, barreling down through A main. African Jet throwing all of his util, double flash, made his way backside, and Lululemon, oh, he might just get caught here. It's so difficult. Kane finds a headshot, but Lululemon manages to trade him out. A really important find there, but he himself gets traded by Law. And now Chili Fan
Stunned up.
Rolling Thunder through main. He caught Law as well, and Chili Fan with the 3K with such a valuable Rolling Thunder there, catching the remaining players of Winner's Q.
Chili Fan, great 3K, very clutch from them. Getting 3 massive frags, including an opening and the closing as well. Chili Fan right now waking up right when they need it the most. No, not quite even quite yet on the scoreboard, but you know, needs a couple more kills to bring them back. Maybe bring this to a 5-7. It could be doable, and then they'll be, you know, in a more comfortable situation.
Langara fighting for these rounds, trying to contest as much as possible. Alshmani has been putting in the work for his team, and now they seem to have a bit of a read. Kaho gets first blood, and that's exactly what Langara needed. Dimensional drift coming through. African Jet racing his way up into heaven. The TP is down, and African Jet with the judge now has full control of heaven. Meanwhile, Alshmani was patiently waiting inside of the smoke, but he gets traded out by Gliswold.
Great spam coming out from Gliswold, able to find the head of Alshmani. Kane almost finding Law with the spray through the smoke. But Law will be able to get this plant down. They will spot 2 from that KO knife. And now it's a 4v3 retake. They do have that Brimstone ultimate in the orbital strike here. Kaho finds the one. That's the orbital strike. And Chili Fan now explodes onto site with the rest of Langara. Kaho trades evenly. African Jet now with a judge. Does flash straight through, but Kaho with the spam through the smoke gets 4. And Langara are on 4.
Kaho finds a lot of value there. He's stuck onto B side that whole round. He was able to find that first blood and then convert it into 3 additional kills. And Winner's Q, they had side control for so long, but they were denied the spike plant over and over again. And then as soon as the smokes times out, Langara were in the perfect position to capitalize and get the picks. And even though African Jet was in heaven with the judge, nobody actually aggressed that far up. And he was shut down in that position.
And that's massive here. If they're able to put 5 on the board, I would say they've probably done their job as Kaho. Very aggressive, takes out African Jet. Gliswold, though, does trade back. In comes the Rolling Thunder. Vax and Co. pushing straight through. Orbital Strike clears out that Heaven position as Gliswold and Vax continue to enter onto the site. 4 versus 2 now. 2 members remaining from Langara will have to retake.
It's up to Leo and Lucas, the 2 players that have been struggling on this map so far. For the side of Langara and Vax, he's holding such a good angle here, but he gets caught by Kane. He's
swing.
Not expected to get
Kane.
Kane, second kill.
6 bullets remaining though. Does not have much time left to work with as Kane.
With the third switches to the Headhunter now. Now it's all up to Gliswold. He gets the flash out through and gets the 3rd kill for himself.
Uh-oh.
And Lululemon pops the volley, but he does not have enough time. And Gliswold, 4K secured. And the 8-4 half secured for the side of Winners Q. Gliswold there.
Right when they needed them the most. Gliswold able to perform, and on the other hand, Lululemon choking
himself up right now. He's not having the game that he wants at the moment. Only 2 frags.
Choking against Gliz there. Unable to find much in terms of clutch there. 2 and 9. But not a lot of assists either.
On the attacking half, maybe they can switch it up. Try and bring a different pace, a different approach.
They do have the Neon, which will allow them to, you know, really get in their face. We'll see how the members of Winners Q will respond to this. As in they go.
As you can see, Aushmani, fast lane coming up from the Neon. Kaho is already onto site with the Frenzied fault line. Misses its mark, but Gliswold, the Frenzy diff is real. And he's able to find Gliswold there now. He has 7 control, and he allows Chili Fan swinging out right now, but the Aftershock misses, and Chili Fan is able to get the spike down.
Planting in a really risky spot too. Not punished for it though. Maybe over peeking a little bit as African Jet is able to wallbang Aushmani now. 4 versus 4, 3 members of Langara heavily tagged up. Make that 4 now as everyone maybe just a sneeze away, but Kane able to find one against Vax. Lucas trades back onto their counterpart, and African Jet and Law able to find one of each, and Lululemon unable to clutch it out.
Only good for 1 there. Lululemon, he gets double swung into main, and now Lucas can get the defuse. And yeah, it looks like Langara took a bit too much damage on the entry there, and the HP difference is what really made it count for Winners Q, as they're able to pick up the 9th round and the pistol. And now Langara, do they opt into the force here? You can see they got the spike down, so they have a bit of credits in their pockets.
I don't think they should.
They're gonna play it safe. They're gonna just eco it out and hope that they can secure their gun round. You can see Kaho picking up the shorty, probably hoping to get aggressive, and it's not sure what the plan is right now. Chili Fan, fault line in his hand. Maybe it's gonna be an A fake, as we can see Aushmani walking up main, but African Jet is here with the Spectre. He fakes the clone and gets Aushmani's attention, but now he has been caught himself. He's forced to TP out. Kaho not gonna shoot the clone.
Kane finds one. Nice entry. Ooh,
Kaho.
this is a great spot for Kaho here. Oh! Finds one. African Jet and Gliswold find one on the other side. 3 versus 3 now. Make that 3 versus 2 as African Jet barrels down through that B main position here. Sorry, A main position here. And now the members of
Aushmani
Langara
jumps straight into Lucas's face and manages to right-click him perfectly.
Oh, Lulu!
Lululemon fighting African
But they
Jet,
don't
and
have
now
the
it's down to 1. But look at the spike. The spike is so far out of position. I think that if Langara needs to win this round, they need to double up. Gliswold is holding this angle, but he's on 63 HP.
Oh,
Yep,
they
he
grab
gets spotted
it.
by Lululemon. Aushmani bringing it down to 24 as he's 1 sheriff shot away. 30 seconds, and Aushmani does actually find the body shot onto Gliswold, and that's the thrifty coming up for Langara. That is the round that they needed desperately, and they managed to get it in the end. What a beautiful play from Aushmani.
And that's a desperate play from Aushmani, dashing right into the guy dish, and it just able to, take them out. And that really turned the tides for this round here. Aushmani finally showing up when they need them the most, but, still lagging behind a little bit. Winners Q will have a low money here, a low buy as well. We'll have 2 shorties and a Bucky here, as well as Lucas's Headhunter. We'll see if Lucas can find anything here.
Lucas
Does so.
find-
Lululemon is taken down. That's the controller. So not much in terms of site control, but Kane able to find African Jet. The Bucky does not ring true. Kaho now will have to try to enter into the site. There is a shorty right beside, misses up the wall. Might get punished, but doesn't. Finds a crispy clean shot onto Vax.
And now the spike is going down. And Winners Q, they don't have that. They don't have many rifles. Lucas, he was able to find 1 pick with the Headhunter, but will he be able to find more here? He's probably running short on those bullets. Gliswold has his util, and it's a great nade coming through the fragment.
Ooh.
Lucas with the follow-up headshot onto Kaho as he's forced out of that cubby position. And now Law with the classic. Not much he can do there. He just gets swung by Chili Fan and ends up falling. And there we go. Langara with the 6th round. But Winners Q now have the tour de force in Lucas's hands. And it's going to be crucial for Lucas to try and read their position here. African Jet with the Judge. I'm not sure if Lucas is considering buying a rifle for him, or maybe African Jet is just... There we go. As we can see, Lucas does actually end up buying African Jet the rifle.
And on the other side, Neon is going to just fully stick with the overdrive. They do have money to buy them, but, the overdrive might be quite strong in this scenario. Does pick up a Judge, so, we'll have that for the close quarters combat here. As she's right in there. Great shot. Finding Gliswold, a nice entry, and able to find a gun on the floor, as well as Aushmani finds African Jet. On the other end, though,
no fear, ran straight into heaven with the Judge and gets the quick 1-tap. And now Law, he's playing the opposite way. He's playing super patiently right side of rope.
Spike planted.
Maybe he's trying to see if Langara will over-aggress, but they're biding their time. And
great
Kane,
shot.
great shot. Vax finds the trade.
Oh!
And now Kaho, getting impatient.
Wow!
And he gets punished by Law, and that's having control given up.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, and maybe it's getting out of control. It's down to Lululemon. It's a 1v1. Brimstone v
Oh, no,
Brimstone,
that's
and-
such a bad ulti.
Oh.
And Lululemon will pay. Another 1v1 blundered. This time against Law, and I hear the chat going off right now. Some
Oh,
choice
no.
words being said. And that's so costly from Lulu.
Lululemon getting a bit impatient with the orbital strike there. Law wasn't even on the bomb. Lululemon, all he had to do was just hide and wait for the tap to come through, but he decided to pop it early, allowed Law to get onto site, and then the challenge, it went into the favor of Law, and it's a real big loss for the side of Langara, and nobody's more upset than Lululemon at this point.
That's a tough pill to swallow, as well as that was the round that they needed to get right back into the game. Gaho now forced right back onto the shorty. Will have that overdrive. Is stunned up, though.
The stun bolt's coming through. Kaho, fast lane, diving straight through the fire and the flames. He made it onto site, and now he's turning his head down to CT. Has to reload his finger guns. Kaho.
And they're just
as
going to
his
run
ult
out.
Expires. Meanwhile, African Jet with a dimensional drift, he spots out the whole enemy team, and he
Oh.
finds the kill.
Oh, but Aushmani and Kane trade back. Gliswold, though, finds one, but their positioning is quite nice. But no, Lucas, great little flick, and now Kane left in a 1 versus 3. No smokes. Great shot onto Lucas, and no one's sticking it yet. Time is slowly starting to dwindle down. They will have the TP. Forces one off. Unable to find the shot, though. Gliswold, another great shot onto Kane right there. And that's winner's queue onto 11.
Wow. You could see that Kane did have the shot lined up there, but the aim punch from Gliswold, or maybe it was the step, he didn't stop moving before he took the shot, it caused him to miss, and he needed to hit that shot if he wanted to win the round there, as The spike was already tapped there. And now Langara. Ooh, they're forcing up here. 4 rifles and a Spectre in the hands of Lululemon. They need to win this round. They're going all in right now. If Winners Q gets this round, it will be match point and championship point here.
They got a lot of match points to work with if they do win this round. I want to see the same kind of play coming up from Langara. These fast hits are working super well with the Neon leading the charge. It's just that when they have these guns, they feel a need to play passively, and it's just not quite working out.
Maybe a bit too cautious, a bit too nervous.
Full control of this dish side, though, as Lululemon looking to lay down some of these smokes here. It will be a hard hit with Kane, the chamber, rounding it out from the back in this A main position. Gliswold is spotting this drop position. Will ping it out.
Gliswold caught by the utility and smoked out. He has no information anymore. He can't hear them from this distance, but he definitely heard the spike being planted there.
Yep.
And now you can see all of Winners Q. They're ready to rotate. All of them running through CT. The flash drive through rope allows them to take control of Sands right now, and the rolling thunder. Oh, they're pushing inside so hard. The spike is down.
Lululemon.
Lululemon, he does not find the kill into Gliswold, and now they're probably going to be able to defuse the bomb. There's nobody watching the spike right now.
Oh,
Chili
Kaho!
Kaho do find the kill, so Gliswold is still on site. They don't know if they're defusing or not.
Oh, but Gliswold now 1 versus 1. Kane versus Gliswold. Kane now A main, does have a gun. Will be able to cut them down. Langara onto 7. Winners Q unable to find that round that pushes them into match point, and Langara will breathe a sigh of relief there.
And such quick thinking from Kane there. As soon as he knew it was a 1v1, he started running main because he knew Gliswold would try and stick that defuse, and he manages to catch him before he even got it to half. Really well played from Kane.
And that's a big ultimate coming out from Vax as well. That's a massive ultimate burned, and now they're going to be forced to, you know, buy some shotguns, buy some upgraded pistols, but that's about it. And Langara, you know, if all things go well here, should be able to get on to 8 rounds.
And without the rolling thunder at Vax's disposal, retaking becomes so much more difficult. You can see he's already trying to take control of a main, maybe trying to secure that orb.
Alshmani popping the knives, able to find one onto the chamber of the side of Winners Q.
Kaho not being too impatient. I think he suspects that African Jet is waiting there with the judge, and the fast
still
goes
runs
through,
in.
just
Oh
sliding
my
through, but there's
goodness.
so many players on B. Oh no, it's looking like it's getting a bit out of hand for the side of Winners Q. Look at the flank from
the
Vax.
flank from Vax.
The smoke allowed him to sneak past the trip,
Uh-oh,
and Chili Fan, he will
uh-oh.
not see it coming. Chili Fan and Kane both there, but
Oh!
Vax, he whiffs the first shot, and Kane, he gets the trade onto him. Vax, what a horrible whiff.
2 versus 2 now. They are smoked off. Both are main. Now Gliswold's going to pick up the judge, and the molly misses Lulu. What are you doing? Law uses the judge, lays it down. Now with the ultimate. Pops it. Time is dwindling.
But the bomb is half Lululemon. He has to find the kill on him. He shoots the spike. Oh, but it wasn't a fit by Lululemon. He finds Gliswold's head. He finally connects the shot that he needed to.
Lulu finally clutching up in the 1v1 scenario. 8-11, but so costly from the side of Langara there. Losing all but 1 member.
It was so close, but a sigh of relief probably from the side of Langara. Keeps them alive for a little bit longer. They're 3 rounds away from evening the score out, and once again, Winners Q going all in with this gun round. If they lose this round, they will be on another eco. Let's see if Langara can keep up this pace. Chili Fan waiting on the fault line, pops it, and A main control is given over to the side of Langara. Flashpoint ready, and it's just a clone, but African Jet, he's able to find Kaho.
A
The clone
great
opens
set
the
play.
door, and perfect timing, and now 4v5.
Classic African Jet Yoru Bamboozle right there. Great play coming out from them, getting them the early lead in the numbers advantage. Kane
Kane?
looking for Lucas here. We'll find them. Great peek Nice pre-fire, or nice crosshair placement, as well as Chilifine is able to find African Jet as well. Some of the heavy hitters already down for the side of Winner's Q. Gliswold looking for a spam, getting spammed back. Very dicey as Lululemon will expend that molly. Gliswold will also molly back onto the plant position, but not finding its mark. As they are able to get the bomb down, Aushmani with the op is able to find Gliswold here. 2 versus 4 now for the side of Winner's Q. And they will have to try to retake this. This round is massive here, as they will not have much money, as Vax does find one.
Look at
But
Aushmani getting
Aushmani,
aggressive through heaven with the up, manages to find the shot onto Law. What a beautiful pick there, and now it's down to Vax.
and that might be it here for the round.
Yeah.
There's the post plant util. Vax even gets tagged up by it, and Chilifan is able to find their counterpart. 9-11 now. Langara really mounting a comeback here.
Bringing it closer and closer with each round, Langara. They're starting to find their footing on this attacking half here. And Lululemon also showing up. It looks like all 5 members may just be online right now, in sync with each other. But can they keep it going? Any single round loss, any mistake could cost them this game. Look at
Gliswold
Gliswold.
looking for a little bit of a aggressive pick here with the Sheriff, and that's definitely the correct play here. When you're on that lesser weaponry, you gotta do some crazy plays to try to get yourself back into the round here. Law will sneak up
Look at
through, but
Lucas.
look at this.
Oh,
Kane able to sniff it out, as Law will be cut down, and now the side of Winner's Q is left scrambling.
Kaho. Maybe trying to see if he can
Ooh,
catch Gliswold,
Lululemon.
but Lululemon finds an important frag onto Gliswold. That's the null command down, and Kane with another pick onto Vax. 5
Sight's
versus
clear.
3, and Sight is completely in the control of Langara. It's looking like it's going to be a 10th round. As maybe
Ooh.
not. African Jet finds the pick onto Kane.
And with African Jet
4v2.
alive, you know, you can't really count him out here. If Lucas finds one, African Jet finds one here. Numbers advantage will be evened out, but Lucas already cut down a lot, and they will die to the Aftershock. African Jet now just looking to do some economic damage here. We'll just try to swing with the Vandal. Unable to find it as Chilifan now. Finally finding some shots here. 10
Impressive
to
kill
11 now.
usage.
And the whole game swings on this next round here. The whole tournament swings on this next round here.
Yeah, the whole enchilada balancing in the hands of this next gun round probably.
And we'll see which team decides to tip that
Yeah.
over.
Langara, we're playing towards A for the majority of this half, but now it's looking like they're turning their attention to B. They have been successful on this site in the past.
That stun
But Lucas,
barely
he's got
misses.
a really good angle here. Kaho is might just gonna have to dry peek it. He jiggles it. Oh, but it doesn't
Oh,
spot him. He
spots it
baits
out
the
now.
shot. And Kaho,
Oh, here comes the Rolling Thunder.
forces the rendezvous out. But Lucas, he's looking to get aggressive again. African Jet TPs to safety, but Kane
Kane.
finds the first blood onto Lucas.
Big kill coming out from Kane there. Nice little entry, and now they will just rendezvous away. And the members of Winner's Q are not sure which site they're about to hit here. Everyone now on the side of Langara are on this B site. They will
Orbital
bait
strike.
out the orbital strike, but it's not placed in the right position as they get the bomb down. Kaho a little over aggressive there as Vax is able to find one and find the ult point for that Rolling Thunder as well. Aushmani picks off Gliswold in the ultimate phase as Kane finds Law as well. Aushmani finds a second as African Jet trades out to Lululemon. It's technically now a 1 versus 2. Make that a 1 versus 1 now. As now Kane with the left ult to do. And African Jet will find the quick headshot onto Kane, putting them onto match, series, and tournament point.
African Jet clutching up in the end there. What a beautiful flash. Allows him to pick off Aushmani in heaven. And then, I don't know, man. Langara, every single time, it's looking like they don't want to play for the time. Even when the spike is down and the clock is ticking, they take the duel, and it just cost them the round, probably the most important round so far, as winners queue on championship point. But look at their economy. Even though they won the round, they still can't afford a full buy here. Langara still definitely has the advantage here. Let's see how Gliswold handles it, because it's looking like Langara.
Both tour de forces are expended here for both sides, as Kaho will run it down. Trying to look for an opening, but Gliswold with his judge could be massive as Lucas gets the nice pick. Kaho, though, able to trade it back.
Do
And
they expect Gliswold here? He has
Gliswold,
the judge.
oh!
He lets Gliswold walk. He's good for 2. Gliswold finds Aushmani. He gets flashed out, but Chili Fan gets the trade. Ooh, maybe a bit of a reset right now.
And 2v3.
Langara does not want to give this round up,
Lucas is here.
with the tour de force holding the angle, but Kaho does not want to peek it. Maybe he can sense that Lucas is on the other side of this wall with the tour de force. Pops the door, and that's Sans control. They know that there's nobody there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Kaho
Oh,
testing
Lucas.
the waters, but Lucas turns
The
his head at the
timing.
exact worst time. Maybe Kaho managed to sell it. Oh, he's getting ready to swing out of A main. It's going to go towards A here.
And they're just going to try to send the bomb in. They need this bomb down, but Lucas is holding the cross. This is going to be it. Runs out of the run ability, too. And Lucas able to find the kill. Oh, but whiffs the second shot. But it doesn't matter, as winners queue against all odds will find the win. And that will be it. Winners queue are your UBC Valorant Sunset champions, and they will ride into the sunset victorious.
What an impressive performance from Kane here. You can see him at the top of the scoreboard with 25 frags, 6 first bloods. He was instrumental on the side of Langara, but looks like winners queue playing the team game much better. Langara, they let a lot of really crucial rounds slip, and yeah, winners queue capitalizing on it.
Yeah, a couple more clutch performances coming out from Lululemon, and that whole game is turned on its head. But for that's the last match of this LAN here. We should have, I think, a player maybe. We'll have a player coming in. Maybe we'll get to ask them a few questions about their win. But for now, what are your thoughts on that game? Was
I
that
thought-
everything you wanted from a Fracture match?
Yeah, that's what I expected from a map 3. It was close, you know. There are a few rounds where it looked like the teams got nervous and fumbled it a little bit, but regardless, it was a great game. It was a great series. I'm happy that we went to map 3 in the grand final for the show. You know, the show had to go on for as long as possible, and both of the teams delivered. So congratulations to winners queue. They earned this win, and Langara, it was a good effort.
Yeah, great tournament overall. We have SFU placing third. We have Langara placing second, and of course, winners queue on the top step of that podium. And yeah,
Staying in winners queue.
yes, sir. And this tournament will not be possible without our sponsors, so I just like to give a quick little shout out to them. It's Red Bull, Nando's, A&W, Subway, and our main sponsor, Loaf. All have great products. Loaf, nice quality coffee, nice quality craft beer, and some great food there. Red Bull, thank you for showing up and powering us through this cast, as well as Nando's Peri Peri for being here and handing out some samples of their world famous sauce. Of course, you can check out A&W, the one on 5778 University Boulevard. The Buddy Burger, great burger. So thank you to them very much for sponsoring this whole event, as well as Subway. When you want a fresh bite to eat, you can head on over to 2178 Western Parkway, just off of University Boulevard, and say hi to them, and I guess thank them for supporting us in this collegiate esports adventure.
And a huge thank you to our production. This would not be possible without them. They really put in the work in this tournament, and thank you to all the players who showed up and put on the performance for us all.
Yeah, it's great to have a LAN back after a few years with not much, esports lands going on. Still online, but it's not the same as we felt the roars and the hype through the walls. It's just
Literally.
yeah, it's a great thing to have back, and something I definitely missed a lot. But yeah, we'll probably throw it to a quick little break here before our players come in, and when we come back, we'll have a little bit of an interview with one of the players from Winners Queue. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, and I'm here with African Jet, the star duelist player for the Winter Q squad here. How are you feeling right now after that big win?
I feel great.
Yeah?
Just won a
Maybe-
LAN tourney.
Maybe talk a little closer.
okay.
Yeah.
I feel great. First LAN, won it all with my team. Shout out my team in the background. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Hey, that's great to hear.
Yeah.
It's great to have Lance
Nothing
back.
but
and-
joy. But I'm starving. I didn't eat since like 9.
Damn.
I got like no sleep because I downed 3 Red Bulls yesterday. I'm just like, oh, dude, I want it over it.
Yeah. Well, you had a great performance on that map 3. And I just want to ask you a quick question about that map 1. That Yoru pick on Breeze. what maybe came over you to get that pick in, and
Oh, okay.
how did you really execute that well?
Well, I have an alt account where I go Yoru only,
Oh yeah.
and I was just like, guys, I'm not gonna show my Yoru pick until LAN. And then once Breeze came, I was like, yeah, it's GG.
Yeah. Well, maybe that African Jet name is a little bit of a bait, as
I used to main Jet,
Uh-huh.
and then I got bored.
Oh, I see.
But the
I
name
see.
was so good that I had to keep it.
Yeah, I mean, African Jet is just such a good name. But yeah, congrats on winning. Congrats to the team back there. And that's it for the broadcast. Thanks to all our sponsors for, getting the prizes here, sponsoring, keeping the gamers fueled with that Red Bull. And yeah, that's it for the broadcast here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for
Can't wait to
supporting.
see it. I can't
Yeah.
wait. I'm so tired.
Thanks for supporting at home, and we'll see you soon for some more Sunset series. Bye.